Hello and welcome. What?
Oh my goodness.
Hang on a moment.
Just subscribe
Why is my
for
camera
10
pointing
months.
the other
That's
side of
like
my
a
room?
whole
There we
year.
go. I want to be in the middle, mate.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
43 just subscribed for 10 months. Would you look at that?
Well, peepity peeps and poopity poops, it's that time again. Hello there to you as well, Mining 101. Do a sit up from Polly Boy already. Amazing. Thank you. Paul UTK has subscribed with Amazon Prime for 14 months. Click 43. Subscribing for 10 months. And look out, there's a ghast, apparently. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Right, well, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, Paulie Boy, before I do the sit-up, because no doubt everyone else will chip in with their stupidity exercise things that they make me do, and then I'll do them all together. There you go. In fact, maybe I should do it separately. Tea. My light feels very bright. I feel like I've got a very shiny forehead today. Just bear with me a moment, please. Maybe that'll be a bit better. Slightly better. I can actually see now. Oh, I'm very dark now. Oh, I've gone too far the wrong way. 1 moment, please. 10 push-ups. There we go. Pixie Enchanted there. Thank you very much. Let's go back there. Mitz is here. Hello, Mitz. I assume Mitz is here. No. Mitz is not here. Someone said, hey, Mitz. Lawful Mitzi says, hey, Mitz. But I don't see Mitz. And it does say inactive. Matt D. Oh, there you go. Here's Mitz. There's Mitz. Saying, hey, Lawful. Okay, 10 push-ups, 10 squats, and a sit-up. Thanks, guys. I can always count on you. Don't scan my thumbprint from that and steal my data. Okay, jeez, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, now we've got 10 sit-ups as well. Oh, good. Anyone else? Before I set off on an epic journey of exercise? Well, I always doubted Mrs. Lawful Meteor. Always. Oh, I doubt everybody. It's not just you. There we go. And a push-up as well. Thank you. I think that's the whole bunch. So 11 sit-ups. No, yeah, 11 sit-ups, 11 push-ups, and 10 squats. I got this. How hard could it be? Right, I'll be back in 4 hours. 1 moment, please. Jeez, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sit-ups next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, squats. Here we go. 1, 2, my knees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you. Appreciate it. Eventually, I'll just make it a green screen, says Pixie Chatty. What? Just play a video of me doing exercise. We need to up the reps, says Mr. Balrog. Not yet. When I'm not out of breath after doing all of them at once anymore, then yeah, maybe. And if you guys would like spread them about a bit, then maybe. But when you throw them all at once, love the shirt, Foxy, says Polly Boy. Thank you very much. We want burpees, lol, says okay, Kenny. No way. Love the t-shirt for those for sale, says Crew 199. Yes, they are. You can get them from Spreadshirt and Teespring. For just links are in the thing below or on my website. Jeez. Right, peeps. Thank you, Mitz, for the applause. I appreciate it. That's really warmed me out today. Lofty's here. Hey, Lofty, I haven't seen you in a stream for a while. How are you doing? Hope you're all right. Jeez, breathe, says Paulie Boy. I know. I need to, don't I? My base. Oh my goodness me, a new one has grown as if overnight. What could it be? No spoilers or anything, peeps, but this is next Wednesday's video. So, let's not look too closely at it, but we will be looking closely at it because there's a few things we need to do today. Large cam. Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you! I just assume it's you guys messing about with it. I just still need a minute. Tom says, is that the house where you store the beetroots, Foxy? It is, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, Tiz. Hello, Tiz, by the way. Welcome to the live stream. No, it's not. It's where my little moss farm is, but I'm not gonna show that off. But what we do need to do is we need to start thinking about paths and bushes and all that sort of good stuff in today's live stream. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but I want my base plans to be like a base that's in Minecraft. So we've got a couple of those things ticked off already, so that's good news. Moving on from that, more specifically, I would like it to be made of blocks. So, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. Feels like we've already done half the job already. I want it to be like countryside, like hedgerows and bushes and that sort of thing. So yeah. Jeez. Lofty says, enjoyed your last video, Foxy. Big Chicken got his bread. I know, he said something about that, about his bread box appeared out of nowhere or something. I don't know, I'm really paying attention. So that was interesting. Good old Big Chicken. That's less vague now, says Khaleesi. Gunk Droid is God. First time chatter. Says, mean you didn't make the moss farm 9 chunks long? Do you know what Gunk Droid is God? I have a design for an absolutely massive moss farm. The problem with it is you can't get the items out of it quick enough and it just backs up. So there's no point in building it. Might as well just build one that's of a reasonable size and not, you know, struggle. So that's what I've gone and done. Right, we've got plenty of leaves. This is good news for hedgerows. We're also going to need things like gravel. We don't have that much gravel, actually. Actually, that's all the gravel I've got. I haven't come across much gravel this season. Is there less gravel in the world now? Please, please, please be true. Please be true. Please be true. I think there is. What? You're going to use blocks, says Sandevil. I know. It's a true story. It's weird. It's weird. It's a crazy idea, but I think it just might work. Other people start copying me. You'll see. You watch next week. Everyone will be using blocks in playing Minecraft. And be like, Foxy did it first, mate. We see him on his live stream. Right, need mossy. Oh, I ain't got much of that. Good job I got a farm for it now. Need tough. I love tough. I know not many people like tough, but I like tough. I think it's great. I think it's a really nice block. Don't look up. There's nothing up there. I didn't show you anything. Shh, shh. Tough is a fun block, says Tiz. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It goes well with the sort of things that I'm doing at the moment. So, yeah, it's good for me. Probably more cobblestone than that. Let's get a bit more. Bit of cobblestone. Bit of stone. We're going to need more stone if we're going to be making stone bricks. So let's have a few more of those. We're going to need some mossy cobble stuff, tough, dirt, gravel, podzol. Podzol we need. Podzol. Have many of. This is good news. And caused dirt, not so much of, but that's because I don't have much gravel. Oh man, I need to make more podzol. Coarse dirt. That's the one I'm on about. At least you can insta-mine tough, says Deruza. Yes, indeed. Sneaky crafting table in the floor. Didn't expect that, did you? You didn't expect that. Jeez. Now, the quickest way back to being outside, believe it or not, isn't down there. Hap been here for such a historic moment using blocks in Minecraft. How would we have known? I know, Zandevil. You're so lucky. Right, okay, so what else? Do I need any of this stuff out of here? I've got all sorts of junk in here. Probably not. We're only going to be marking stuff out, really, for now. I don't think we'll actually be doing a great deal of work on it. Okay, let's go. Back outside. Whee! Ta-da! I have a hole that I can get outside more easily. What do you mean it's called Foxy's Big Hole? I mean, it's not. That's not what it's called. Jeez. Foxy's little hole that's been enlarged. That sounds gross. Sorry. Oh, I need andesite. Didn't get andesite. Excuse me, guys. Got to go back in. Whee! Look out. Whoa. Oh, skills. Check them skills out. Done that before. I'll take those, thank you. Whee! A fox has a hole, says Arcade Kenny. Indeed, you got to have a foxhole. Right, so it's time to get everything out, and shake it all about. So, in order to have lanes, I'm going to have to create basically paths made of bushes. You may have seen, some of you may have seen, the I played on Don't Die December, or Don't Die mid-year last year, and I did some like paths and stuff there, and I did like a hedgerow, and I really liked it. So that's basically where this is coming from. So we would have like 2 high hedgerows. We're gonna have 2 high hedgerows. Okay.
Milnsy just subscribed.
Do you have a tutorial for creating such an expert hole, says GM? No, you just smash it to bits, mate. That's how you do it. Honestly, so many no-context quotes could involve holes. It's ridiculous, says Rotated Hellface. I'm sorry, I can't help it. So yeah, hedgerows with trees on the sides, and it's going to be simple, basically. Country lanes, says somebody or other. Motorway lanes or country lanes? Country lanes. Okay, Kenny. Millsy subscribed for 24 months. Amazing. And Seabass subscribed with Prime for 13 months. Also amazing. Good job, guys. Good job. So, like, I don't want it to be all tidy. I don't want it to be neat. There'll be gaps in it. There'll be bits of fences and stuff. But I want them to just link everything up. And I want them to be tall. So I want it when... So many bases in Minecraft are designed so that they look good when you're flying in the air. When you're like this, oh, that's a nice looking base from the air. I don't want mine to look good. Well, I do want it to look good from the air, but my focus is making it look good from the ground. I don't think that enough bases have that feel of immersion, like you're actually somewhere. And I want this to feel like your view is, you know, excluded, and there's something in the background and there's things going on that you can't just see all of it. So that's my reasoning behind this. Whether or not it's a very good reason, I don't know. But we're going to need a lot of fences. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, but I'm going to make us do it again. I've run out of wood again, building that stupid thing. So we need to go wood chopping. I don't want to do wood chopping. I want to make stuff. I need spruce. Can I hide my sheep, says Lofty? Maybe. I don't know, can you? Are you clipping these, Ross, says Deruza? Nah, I note the time in a notebook. Old school. Nice. Great reason, to be honest. Love the immersion, says Sparrow. Tree farm time, says Tennessee Jed. Yeah, possibly tree farm time. Or I can just go and, you know... I got 1 stack of spruce logs. I mean, that will make quite a lot of fences, to be fair. We might get away with it for now. I just don't want it all to be just leaves for now. I do want to break it up a bit, but this is kind of just planning out. So obviously we'd have... I need some shears as well. In fact, we'll use a hoe. We'll use a hoe. Why not? That's what they do. They're made for, isn't it? So this bit would come along here, so you could get to the chickens, and then there would probably be... I had plans to have a building here, but my pond has come a bit out of the way. I wanted like a water mill with the wheel in the pond, but I don't know how I'm going to do that at an angle. So that's probably going to have to be further down the hill now, or somewhere else. In fact, I originally planned for all my rivers to be straight. So yeah, I think maybe leading to a bridge that comes across here and like a path that goes around the side of the wheat hut and takes you down there would be a good idea. So, I don't know, would we do a bridge from that bit going over there, or will we do a little bridge here and then just do another bridge that hops across there? I don't know. We got to think about these things. Trees, all the trees needed, says Gixamos. I need to make a wood chopping song, says Gonky's God. Steal it from someone, says Deruzo. I mean, that's an option, but I'm not really your typical thief, to be honest with you. Believe it or not, it's not my... I don't enjoy stealing, but it is... I mean, I will say it's very convenient, and it saves you a lot of money. You know, there are upsides to it, but the downsides do tend to outweigh the upsides, in my opinion. So, as much as I'm a bit prolific of a bit of a stealer of certain things in Minecraft, it's not really something I would endorse. It's not, you know, it's not a good way to live your life, let's be honest. Little bridge and a hopping bridge, says Arcade Kenny. Stepping stones, says Khaleesi. Dig a mill pond. Set a wheel into the off-flow from it, says Gixamus. Could do that. Foxy borrows and never returns, says Lofty. That's more like it. Well, water mills are more efficient when placed on a slope. Oh my goodness me. How can I mention watermill and somebody has to start on efficiency? I know what you're saying. It's just when I see efficiency in a comment, it's like a trigger word. Like, no, stop it. Stop trying to make me more efficient. Did I seriously just get... Oh, I thought I got 2 pieces from that then. Jeez. Yo, what's up, guys? Says a Dragon Acer. I'm alright. How are you doing? Jesse B's here. I keep getting Spanish ads on your channel. They make me smile. They're always so wholesome. Good for you, Jesse. I hope you're enjoying your Spanish ads. Arcade Kenny says, I believe it's called permanent lending, says Arcade Kenny. Yes, absolutely. Permanent lending. That's my kind of borrowing. Can I borrow this forever? No. Oh, too late. I've borrowed it now. I'll bring it back. Probably, maybe. How you doing, Jesse? What's going on? I don't know whether to tell the peeps or leave it as a surprise, Jesse. What do you think? Do you think we should tell them, or do you think we should keep it a surprise for tomorrow? We've got news, me and Jesse. First time chat from viewer with somebody that wrote something that's not even anything. No, good job. Tell us, I like spoilers, says Khaleesi. Tell us, says Paulie Boy. I don't know if we should. I don't know if we should. I mean, if it was up to me, guys, I would. But you know, it's I don't want to ruin it for Jesse. You know. Should I come round this? No, I don't think I should. Actually, I think we'll go along here, and because I want a path going up here to like a woodcutter's house as well that we need to build at some point. So that'll have probably like hedgerows going up it. Screaming goat alert, jeez. That means yes then. Jesse B says, I'm doing well. Hi, I'm rubbish at secrets. Jesse B not giving anything away. Jesse B keeping it firmly a secret. She's thinking, I can't believe you even mentioned it, Foxy. You know they're not going to leave me alone now until they get the information. Sorry, Jesse. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. I'm just so excited for tomorrow. Do tell, says Lofty. Yay, that's a yes. Jesse says yes. Yay, that's a yes, says Khaleesi. Okay, Jesse. Oh, my goodness me. Well, sad news, everybody. The genuine thing is that Slack Lizard is very, very ill. He's actually been tested positive for COVID now, as I've found that out today, and he's not doing very well at all. It's awful, and I feel horrendous for him. And bless him, he tried his best to be present for our podcast recording yesterday. So we always record the podcast, or generally on a Wednesday. It comes out on a Friday, and he wanted to be there. He did not want to miss it, and he was in a voice call with me, and he was rough. He was very rough, and I said to him, look, I'm not going to let you do this as your friend. You need to take the day off, or at least, you know, however long it takes to get better, go back to bed. And he reluctantly did. I was like, don't worry, bud, I'll do it on my own. It's fine. I used to do them on my own. I'm sure I could do it again. And then oh, did I just get free box? No. Then I sat down to do it on my own and panicked and thought, I can't do it on my own. So I invited Jessie B at the last minute, and she was like, yeah, okay, no worries, I'll help you out. So Jessie B is on tomorrow's podcast. Hooray! So bad news for Slack, but good news for the podcast. But yeah, don't like ping him or DM him or anything and say get better soon. But if you could also make some sort of effort, maybe in his comments, maybe in his Discord, just to let him know, you know, you're thinking of him and you hope he's going to get better soon. I think that'd be nice. I think that'd go down well. I really wish I had access to the Don't Die World download, because I really liked what I did with those hedgerows, and I can't remember how I did it now. I can't remember. I want the same ones, but I can't remember. Jeez. So yeah, you got that to look forward to tomorrow. Hurrah! Hello, Fox. Yeah, I built your iron farm yesterday in 5 hours. Almost a double chest of ingots. I know, it's a gosh darn good thingy. Iron farm. Yes. It's a blooming good one, I tell you. I wasn't lying on that one. I know everyone thinks, oh, you don't trust Foxy No-Tail. He made a carrot farm once and he didn't have any carrots in it. I know I get this reputation for not being very good at stuff, but that was a blooming good farm. It were brilliant. It were... I guess... no, that doesn't look quite right. Yeah, sending out all the good healthy vibes for Slackman, says Jesse B. Hope Slack feels better, but glad that Jesse was able to be a guest. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so am I. I think that would be much better for you guys to have somebody else there, not just me struggling to do it all on my own. I mean, if I had to, I would, obviously, but it's. I think it's better that there is someone else there. Jesse, can you remember what my bushes and my avenues look like on Don't Die? I'm really struggling here. Because you're doing it on a live stream. It's not. I just can't remember. I've got a complete mental block on it. I need somebody that's got a download for that server. Mr. Beardstone, maybe. Oh, Jesse, you might have. You was pretty much in charge of that. I may actually have a screenshot of your hedges on DD. Let me look. Says, oh, this is good news. No sheep. Oh, you meanie. I was using that bit. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How long have you played this world, says Aston Vic. We started it in 1.18, which was like November the 30th. So I think we got a little bit of a head start. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it for us. Prayers for Slack, cheers for Jesse, says GM. 10.20 for Betty Rates, says Polly Boy. What? How? Oh, I've read that one. Jeez, guys. Oh, jeez. Keep up with me, will you? I think I also had shaders on Don't Die as well, so that sort of helped make it look a bit better. Yeah, I think we're just going to do the same old thing I always do. Just rough it up a bit, make it look a little bit more interesting, if we can. And I think it'll look good. I might get some wooden slabs as well. Not that I've got 10 villagers, 20 beds, says Lofty. Yeah, that's what I've got in mind, and it is ridiculous. In fact, I think I've got 20 villagers because I just let them go ham. So, yeah, it's good. It's a good farm. I would recommend it. And it's not just because, you know, I made it and I want people to use it. It genuinely is. I'm trying to think of things to talk about today. I spent pretty much most of today recording the next episode. You've got one coming tomorrow, episode of Truly Bedrock. That's where I do all the furnacey stuff. And then there's another one that will be coming out next Wednesday, which is what I spent my day recording yesterday and today. And there is some... I think you're going to enjoy this one. There's some completely daft, crazy, stupid Foxy No-Tail stuff, as you would normally expect. But it's I don't know, it's different, and I just sort of ran away with it, really, and had a bit of a fun time doing it. So... yeah, I think you'll like it. I'm looking forward to you seeing this one. It's a shame it's going to be so far ahead in the future, but I am really happy that I've managed to actually get caught up with my backlog now, so that's good news. Waiting for DM from Jesse B. Be like, bro, I'm nearly dead. GM says 20 villagers gets possible 2 golems at once, doesn't it? Yeah, I always get 2 golems in mine, more often than not. Sometimes they'll be both there at the same time, which is cool. I like it. Very handy. Very handy. Oh yeah, there's a big hole underneath there, so I can't put gravel in that bit. I can, however, if we grab some leaves, put some leaves underneath some of these things, make it look a little bit more like the bushes spreading it about a bit. That doesn't look too bad so far, does it? I want that to look like more messy and stony coming out from the mine anyway, because it would be. But as we get further down there, I want it to have like a cobble path feel. I don't have a good shot, but I'm looking at your old VOD, says Jesse. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it'll probably get slightly more green and less rocky as we go down the hill a little bit. But I need to think quite cleverly, or not cleverly, wisely about where we're going to have things. I think now that we've done this, there probably is room to put another building here. Perhaps not one with the water wheel on because of the way that is, but I think we could probably do that. So if we actually just bring that across and then bring that down to sort of match up with that one a little bit.
I can't believe it.
It's a true story, Big Chicken.
Just subscribed for 3 months.
Whoop whoop. Nezahwalkoitl. Thank you for having the world's hardest name to read. Subscribe for 3 months. Maybe some moss and moss carpets, says Dando. I don't like moss in the floor, in this grid. I've done bits of it round here, but I think it's too luminous. I think it looks too much like you've dropped your bag of limes on the floor and trodden them in. So I'm not going to be using moss on this bit. Flowered azalea leaves look great with hedges, says Khaleesi. Yes, they do. I will be... This is just sort of a temporary... Like... the hedgerows will change significantly once we get going. I'm really just trying to mark things out at the moment. I think we'll have the entrance to this bit here. So I need more hot bath space, guys. So frustrating. So let's put a few more bits like this down over here. And that can be... No, I don't want that there. No. No, you're wrong. There we go. Sorry, the name has stuck to me since Ultima Online. It's a bit of a tongue twister. It is. I have no idea what it says or how to pronounce it, but good on you for having an interesting name. Are you being sarcastic? No, I would never. I would never. Thought you were going to have a bridge there. I've changed my mind. I'm allowed. We should probably have something there, like a little bench or something to sit on, or maybe a chest for feeding the chickens, something like that. I don't know. That mushroom needs to go as well. That mushroom's going now. That mushroom winds me up every time I see it. Thank you, Loy and Silent, but I want it no more. Goodbye, stupid mushroom. What we might do in a second is nip over to my like test world where I semi-planned all of this out. I didn't plan it out properly. It was just sort of a rough idea, and I did decide I wanted to change it quite a lot from that, but it's got some ideas. I wish dead bushes were craftable. I haven't found a mesa or a desert yet, says True Pat. Yeah, that would be nice. This is probably a little bit of space for something small there, almost like a cow or a sheep farm. So if we were to put a fence in there and a fence gate there. So let's put some fence in and then a fence gate. We can have animals in there. Oh, I need to make sure that's chunkerline though, otherwise they'll disappear. But yeah, that could be like somewhere to keep your sheep. It's not very big, but it's, you know, it'll be all right. Rogan Dan says, first time catching a stream. Thanks for the content. Been very helpful. Thank you. Thank you for catching the stream and thank you for enjoying it. Did a phone face cam, says the Steeler. It just means turn it upside down. That's all it means. I've never channel points. I just noticed I can do 64 goat streams, says GM. Feel free, go mad. So Fox, topiary this season, yes. I don't know what topiary is, but possibly. One don't die screenshot in pictures on Discord, says Dorsal. Oh, thank you very much. Send you a timestamp of your hedges, says Jesse B. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it, with all those shaders? And Dorsal's dropped one in the Discord as well. Well, I used dark oak fences there. And I was bald. Okay. Right. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. We're watching a stream within a stream, peeps. Jesse B did send me the timestamp. 1:58. This is weird. It's streamception. 1:58, Jesse. There's 5 minutes worth of intro. How can it be 1:58? Yeah. Look at that bald fella. Nice. It's weird, isn't it? I don't think you've got your times quite. What's that? There's an upside down dog. 1 hour 58. Oh, okay. Jeez. You need to be more specific. Foxy don't tell stupid, remember? Ah, here we go. Oh, that's at Jesse's base. Let's skip forward a little bit. Ah, there we go. So, it was mainly just grass path. Okay, that makes sense. I had bushy leaves mod on there as well, or a resource pack, so that helped. Grass, actual grass on the floor. It was dark oak, and I like that. I really like the dark oak there, actually. So that saves us having to go get spruce.
It doesn't necessarily...
Oh, I like that. I see. I love that path. That's why I want to do it so much. I think it's the bushy leaves that really help sell it, though. And Mr. Pickle Cam, says Pix Enchanted. What did Silver MC say something? Why is he no eat? Oh, sorry, Silver MC. Yeah, okay. So there's really not a lot going on there then, is there? There's spruce slabs, cobble, andesite, coarse dirt, and dark oak. That's it. We can throw half the stuff we got away. That's good news. Yay! Thank you, Jesse. Right, we need dark oak. No, I don't need to go in there. It's all out here. Were they wider as well? And how did I do the fences? It looked so good. How do I do it? I think it was just a random mixture of fences and the bushes were behind the fences. Okay. Right. How can you come up with something like that, right? And then just completely have no clue how to replicate it? I came up with that. I didn't copy anyone. Why can I not remember how it worked? It's so bizarre, Minecraft. You just think, oh, well, you've done it before. Why can't you do it again? I don't know. I guess I was just inspired by different things at that particular point. Right, you can go away, fences. Stupid fences. Don't need you anymore. You and your stupid fence faces. What we do need, though, is more sticks and dark oak fences. Lots of them. Many. 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 No, more many. Many. Okay, that's a reasonable amount. We also need, now, spruce slabs. Oof, that's going to be expensive when you don't have no spruce, mate. Maybe the new character from the last episode, says Deruza. What new character? What are you talking about? So we didn't have gravel, so we don't need gravel. We only need cobblestone. We don't need tough. We do need andesite, wherever I've put that. There it is. We can have
many.
Do you know that? That's exactly what I was going to say. And I'm tempted to go, no, I don't want to do azalea bushes. No. Oh, no. We're not doing azalea bushes. But we are getting ourselves some more slabs. We're turning all these things into slabs because they don't need to be full blocks. Save ourselves some money. Oh. I'm so happy now that I've had those screenshots. I'm over the moon. What is it? Sometimes simple pallets are more elegant, says GM. Yeah. Topiary is a fancy word for shaped bushes, basically, says Blitz. Oh, no, absolutely not. We will not be doing shaped bushes. No. Yeah, that path was absolutely gorgeous, says Jesse. What a majestic path,
Swaggertron
says Cavemanish.
666_ just subscribed.
Swaggertron 666 just subscribed. This is good news. Thank you very much, Swaggertron. Always appreciate a nice subscribe. Especially from someone with so much swag. You got all the swag. Right, okay. So we don't need that wood on us right now. We'll put the bushes to one side. No, we'll put those away. Don't need those just yet. Wow, we got so much inventory space now. Hurrah! Right. I'll hit the undo button on all this junk we've done so far. Actually, I'm going to keep that because I wanted that to be more, ow, like Rocky anyway, coming out of there. So that was the wrong button. Right click. I know, I pressed it wrong, all right? Jeez. Give me a break. Need to smash all these bushes to bits. Smash! Smash! Get rid of the fences, it's all wrong. But now we will get to see the true character of the pickle, and it likes making other people happy and smiley, says Jerusa. What? It wasn't a serious suggestion anyway, says Khaleesi. I know. I know. But this is like a countryside. It's not a fancy somebody's, nice garden. It's not some manor house lawn. It's just Foxy No-Tail country style. What? Chickens, you've been hiding seeds from me? When did that get there? Huh. Cool. Got 3 seeds. Right. A little bit more digging up to do then. Let's get rid of all this junk. Rubbish, 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 rubbish. Can't break that. Can break that. I'm in a hole again. Nah, we'll use coarse dirt. It's fine. It's cheap. Try to save materials. He wasn't using a stone cutter for crafting, says Bellboy. Stone cutters don't save you materials on slabs. They only save you materials on stairs. They don't give you any more slabs than you get from crafting stuff on a crafting table or in your inventory. So don't you come at me with using a stone cutter for slabs, or me and you are going to fall out, bro. Okay? Jeez. I'm only kidding. It's a joke. But it's not a joke about slabs. All right? That's no joke. Right, many just grass paths. Oh, hang on a minute. Rogue fence is here. I see you. They only let you make 2 slabs though, says Axonym. What? What only let you make 2 slabs? Pardon? I don't want your egg, chicken. Lots and lots of paths. Do. More. Okay, let's bring it round over here. Oh, amazing. This is loads easier than having to worry about fences and stuff. I swore it was 1 block for 2 slabs, says... Yeah, that's what you get on a stone cutter, and that's what you get in your crafting table. Khaleesi says, I mentioned it when you did the castle, but you already finished decorating, so it was a throwback from then. Oh, right, okay. Sorry. My bad. I don't remember everything anyone's told me. In fact, I don't remember anything anyone's told me. So, don't expect me, don't expect me to remember. JSB says, 2 slabs for 1 block or 6 slabs for 3 blocks. Yes, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Right, so we are going to have this to be a little field to keep things in. So we'll have a gate round there somewhere. And this is going to come down that way. And this is going to come round this way. Oh, I like it. Nice, okay. Bit of andesite here and there. Always looks good to have stuff like that underneath the fence posts, because it looks a bit weird when the fence post is just on grass, because you would expect the grass to be roughed up a little bit by the fact that the fence post has been driven into the dirt. In my opinion, at least, anyway. Foxy not remembering things never, says Mitz. I know, Mitz. It's a difficult concept to get your head around, but it has, on occasion, it's happened before. Now, I don't like to admit it because obviously I'm generally in all other aspects completely and utterly perfect, but I do, you know, it's not above me to admit that once or twice in my life at some point, probably, I don't know, I can't remember it ever happening, but I may have forgotten something that somebody said. Okay?
Oh, sweet.
Pandemonium is gifting us
5150 just gave Pandemonium underscore 5150 a subscription.
I know, Stream Lady. I was just going to say that. Jeez. Beat me to it again. Thank you very much, Pandemonium, for gifting a sub to Altered POV. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. What? Says Webby Man. What do you mean, what? What are you questioning me for now, hey? Wasn't me. I struggle so much with texturing as you are doing. I know it's random, but it clashes with my OCD, says Cavemanish. Yeah, it was really hard to get my head around the idea that you can just put things in places. And you just, sometimes you know it just looks wrong and it feels wrong and you don't like it and you want to undo it. And sometimes you think, God, you know what, that goes really well. And like, I'm still not 100% convinced with what I've just done there, and there'll be tweaks and changes to make, but I don't worry about it half as much as I used to. I used to really stress out about every single block and exactly where it was going and, oh, this needs to be right and that needs to be perfect. But it doesn't, because you're creating a tapestry, not just one stitch. Oh, that's so profound and deep. I know. I'm a very profound and deep sort of person. It's a true story. It's so simple yet so hard, says Cavemanish. It's not my name. Yes, it is. It says that on your thing. Who did you hear that from, lol, says Khaleesi. I just literally came in my head. It's quite good, isn't it? It's my own little, you know, I must be like one of them proverb makers now. That's official. I've turned into an old, like, person from the hills that says proverbs. See, I don't like that. There's too much wood going on there. It's not random enough. Oh man, I need room for my tools as well. This is getting a little bit frustrating. And we'll have trees and stuff in all these fields as well. Time will tell, says... Oh, who did you hear that from? I know it's pretty good. Or a one-hit wonder, time will tell. Master No Tail, a fountain of Wyndham, occasionally. Lol. That's it. Definitely occasionally. Occasionally, I can say something that you'll just think, wow. Do you know what we need, peeps? We need to get some shears. I know where I've got a whole chest of shears over by the iron farm, but we need some shears to go around and get some grass. I need grass. I know I could use bone meal. I suppose you could just use bone meal. Yeah, we'll just use bone meal. Forget it. Forget it. We'll be lazy. Have I got any bone meal? Probably not. Hang on. I'm going to have to fly into my hole. Meow. Ow. It's really easy getting back in again. WTB toolbar action bar. What does WTB mean? What does it mean? Bones. There we go. Perfect. Oh, swap that again. Whee! Out. It's really easy to fly out of.
Hello there.
What to buy? Okay. Hello there to you as well. How are you doing? Okay. We will... I don't think I need all those bones. Let's not get ridiculous. Let's not get ridiculous. I just want some of these coarse dirts. Oh, can I not just bone meal coarse dirt? Really? Oh, okay. I'm going to need shears. Jeez. Thought you were good at Minecraft. Well, I can't remember everything. You can't remember anything. Yes, that as well. Shut up. Leave me alone. Okay, let's just go and make some grass. Need grass, cow. Took me ages mowing this lawn. Now I've got to get it all again. There we go. Lots and lots of grass. Flowers will be nice as well. They'll be handy for things, I guess, at some point. Excuse me, cow. Yeah, the hello there one is very quiet, says Mitz. New SMP? Is that actually him? Yes, yes. Wholesome, truly Bedrock. Oh, I see. That was what that was in relation to. Really? I've got my pockets full already. Oh, jeez. Always with the too much stuff. Wendy says that commenter can be a bit mean sometimes. They can, can't they? Just like real commenters, Roden. Real commenters, some of them just don't know that what they're saying is to a human and can be upsetting and offensive. Not all commenters, but some. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, no. Sometimes it comes in like small, and I like it when it's. Ooh, I like that noise. Speaking of the noise.
Gifted subs. Thank you.
Swaggertron 666 earning your stripes there. Jeez.
_ just gifted 5 subs.
What? Swaggertron, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Gifted 5 subs to Cavemanish, Only Furnace, Lord Mole, Tripwired, and True Pat. If you're one of those people, please give the that amazing, epic Swaggertron-y type person with all of the swag many, many thank yous, please. I would appreciate it. Oh, the other thing we had that I must not forget on Don't Die was we had all the trees behind the hedgerows. And that is something I definitely want. Now, I would go as far to say to do custom trees for that, but there's going to be a lot of them. But the reason I'd rather do them custom than grow them is because I don't want giant oak trees. But in order to get around not having giant oak trees, we can just place blocks, eight blocks in the air, and therefore not have them. So I'm not going to do custom ones because I don't know how to do custom trees, and I would be awful at it if I tried. So, you know, I don't know why I mentioned that really. Because you're a moron. Yes, that's true. That is very true, actually. 100% moron. That's me. That's Mr. Moron to you. I've been so impressed with the TB squad this season. Everyone's got some serious ambitions and channeling their creativity, says K-Manish. Well, thank you very much. I'm sure the team would appreciate that comment. Oh. I've blocked my own path here. One moment, please. Right, we need to get my little man with his banner and see if that is chunk-aligned, that little area where we're going to have that field, so that we don't lose our animals once it's in there. Little man, wave your flag. It's going to be a very small field, but I think we can get away with it. It just means we've got to bring this hedgerow back a block. That's fine. We can do that. Is that silk touch? No, it's not, so don't use it, you moron. White banner, he's always surrendering, says Mike on Switch. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Does as he's told. Helps me out. That sounds like a really great combined task for Big Chicken and Mr. Onion making custom trees. Can you imagine the shenanigans this other night? I can imagine the mess. I can exactly imagine the mess. Oh, jeez. Don't. No. No, thank you. Don't you put that that evil on me, as Slack would say. No, thank you. Okay. We need this area to not be escapable. So that's one thing we need to consider with these hedgerows, is that the animals can't get out. Which means these all really need to be full blocks. Cow showing that he can get over it. All right, I get it. Jeez. It's a she. Oh, it's a cow. It doesn't matter. Right, we're going to make this field muddy because it's going to have animals, isn't it? Going to have muddy edges. Bit of trodden down stuff where you come into it. Bit of mud over here as well. I mean, Big Chicken got really good at carving things in the moon, says Addons. He did get good at carving things in the moon, to be fair. But he did have an expert level 99-ly built laser that, you know, made it incredibly easy for him. He didn't really have to do a great deal, if we're going to be honest. So, you know, you say he got good at doing things on the moon. Did he? Or did I just build a really, really good laser? Big chicken would somehow make roots come out of the ground and the branches reach down. How did you get in? No, it's supposed to be inescapable. I guess you could get over that from the outside. Okay, fair enough. No, I have a slab. No, we won't have a slab. It's a bad idea. I'm asking for trouble having slabs. Put one in the ground, though. That's a creeper. No, it's not. It's a cow. It's okay. Don't panic, everyone. We're not. It's just you. Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. There we go. It's a nice field for a cow or two. Could probably do with a lantern or something in there. We need some lanterns. We need to go to sleep. Actually, I don't want to go to sleep because I want to see what it all looks like in the dark. But I also don't want to die. And I don't want all this junk. Why have I got so much junk on me always? Jeez, stop. No, who was that? Landers King. That was mean. You proper got me then, you meanie. I actually jumped then. Proper jumped out my skin, you meanie. Absolute meanie. Okay, good. This is all coming together nice. I'm really happy now. I'm dead happy that we got the designs back from Don't Die, even if it was via watching the old live stream back. That looks too much like it's designed to be that way. I do need different variations in these leaves, though. That we have got quite a lot of squareness going on. I wish they were bushy leaves. It made it look so much better. What a professional, says Cavemanish. Who, me? I'm standing there and panicking. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, this one's too square. Too square. No good, mate. Don't want it square. Alright, we do need to get some animals in there, but I also want some trees in there. I want a couple of trees. Let's grow some oak saplings. Please, bruh, don't grow ginormous. Okay? I would really appreciate it if you didn't... Go away! If you didn't grow absolutely massive. It's going to, isn't it? Because it's right next to that block. This isn't a weird way to do it at all. It makes perfect sense. Oh, that worked well. Really helped myself out there. Jeez. To be fair, you did panic in lowercase, says Cavemanish. Well, there you go then. Hurrah! That's, yay! That's kind of pretty much exactly what I wanted. I wanted, yes! Oh, it doesn't look as good from that side. It looks really nice from inside the field. I want that look, but on the outside. Maybe if I could just move it a block further forward. Oh my goodness me. Further forward. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring that along to there instead. Just make the field a bit smaller. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It's absolutely fine. There we go. That's weird for some reason. It looked like it's... The leaves have gone quite right on that tree, but it's okay. I think it's maybe because of the same as the hedgerow. Possibly. We do need different leaves, I think. Do you know if the vines on oak trees is random or biome specific? I think it's just random. I think it's random, but don't quote me on that. I don't know. Just think it is. That's what I would say. Is it? Should we swap out for azalea leaves? I do like the look of azalea leaves. I just don't know if they're going to go with what we're doing here. I really like azalea leaves. You just said that. I know. But they're too cartoony. They're too soft. Yes, as Acacia. Yes, as a fan. You're only saying that because they're new. They're new, and they don't look countryside. Countryside's got dark hedgerows. Countryside isn't light and pretty. It's dirty and muddy and dark. I mean, maybe we don't have all that. Maybe we just chop and change a little bit. And see how that goes. Because they're not too dissimilar in this biome. That's not awful. I don't know. Jesse B says, I think they would only work if you made custom trees. Yeah. You might be right. I mean, I could just plant loads of azalea trees again like I did last season, but they didn't go down very well, did they? Dark oak or spruce leaves, says Derusa. Dark oak leaves are exactly the same as oak leaves. There's no difference at all. Spruce leaves are awful. Spruce leaves are not nice leaves. Jungle leaves might be good. I don't know if I've got any jungle leaves. It's time to go down my hole and find if I got any jungle leaves. Just mix it in, says Paulie Boy. I have no jungle leaves. Time to go plant some jungle leaves and grow some trees and get some jungle leaves. Where? Saplings. Where do I keep those? Ow. I live in the countryside, lol, says Arcade Kenny. I spent my entire child in the countryside. So I know exactly what... The countryside that I'm talking about is the one where I used to live. The countryside is probably different all over the world, but the one that's in my mind, my inspiration for countryside, I know what it looks like and I know what I'm trying to create. So your countryside may well be different and it might be nicer, but that's not the one I'm trying to build. So appreciate your input on that. But if it's not the same as mine, it's no good, mate. Just saying. How rude. I know. Right. Jungle leaves. They're going to be in this one. We got 5. Hurrah! Oh, good. The yellow doesn't stand out in this biome. That's good then. That's actually quite nice. They go in quite nicely. And they also almost blend with the azalea seeds a little bit. Thank you very much for the party. That's not bad at all, I don't think. It's still too light. I wish they were a bit darker. But that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So we need more jungle leaves. That's the only thing we can do is just grow lots and lots of jungle leaves now. Grow lots of jungle leaves. You know what I mean? Jungle trees, jeez. There's a nice texture change, says Cave Manish. My countryside is about 2 hours east of you, lol, says Arcade Kenny. Is it? What's your countryside? 2 hours east of me is like the other side of the North Sea. So I don't think it is 2 hours east of me at all. Unless you're talking about Amsterdam. How do acacia leaves look, says Sparrow. I didn't try acacia leaves. Have I got any acacia leaves? No, we'll grow a couple of acacia leaves. I can't imagine acacia leaves looking good. I can't think what acacia leaves look like. We'll try. We'll grow at acacia tree. We'll find out. Grow! Ooh! 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 I forgot that I thought they were... I don't know why I had in my mind that acacia leaves were completely different to that. They're not bad at all. Let's go stick them in the mix and see what happens. Sorry, it's 2 hours west, not east, but also a little south. Where's your countryside? They all look the same. I don't think I've ever been in a biome where they all look the same colour before. Is this weird? Is this new? Or have I just never tried this before? Is this what's happening here? I like it. Wales. 2 hours west of me. Geez, like 4 to Wales. Where do you think I live? Or is this your secret plan to get pinpoint my location? I've told everyone before 1 million times, live in Cleethorpes, mate. It's not a secret. It should be. Don't tell anyone where you live, they'll find you. Well, good luck. I actually live in Wales, but don't tell anyone. Fast driver, says Mr. Balrog. Very fast driver. You can't get to Wales that quick. There's too many motorways and 50-mile-an-hour speed limit zones in the way. Too many speed cameras. Too many speed cameras to get there that quick. I think you can get to the very side of Wales in about 3.5 hours. I used to do a lot of work in Wales. I don't think I've ever been to, and it was in Caerphilly, so that's pretty close to the border. Well, say it's close to the border. It's about as close as you can get. And that used to take me about 4.5 hours to get to on a good day. Isn't Wales smack dab in the centre of the UK, says Cave. Wow. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's right in the middle, surrounded by all of the other countries. I think the Don't Die hedges also had crops, ferns, dead bushes breaking through the bottom of the hedges. They did, Pickles. They did. But let's not get bogged down with what they could have. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you for pointing that out. All right, Pickles. I'm an ignorant American, so forgive me. I mean, if you're counting Northern Ireland as well, or you don't count Ireland, well, maybe you do. It depends who you are and how offensive you want to be, I guess. Some people don't like it if you count Ireland or Northern Ireland in the UK if they're from there, and some do. So yeah, it's tricky. But no, Wales is on the west coast of Great Britain. The UK, I guess you could say it was roughly in the middle, but it's like across the sea to get to Ireland, so it's not easy to... The Irish Sea, to be precise. It's not easy to, like... You couldn't drive there. Certainly couldn't get there in 2 hours or 4.5 hours. Actually, it's in Africa with the rest of China, says Byronic. What? What are you talking about? Dorsal Dawn says, I think Don't Die hedges also had crops. Why did I think that was Pickles? It was Dorsal. Sorry, Dorsal. I read that as Pickles for some reason. Must have been the same colour text. Your home. Oh, okay. What? Very confusing. Oh, that was useful. I fell out my tree. Honestly, I always forget Northern Ireland is separate from Ireland, kinda. Honestly, it's a bit confusing. It is. It is a bit confusing. But then I think every country's sort of structure and political structure, if it's not the one you live in, is tricky, isn't it? We've all got little oddities and strange things going on. Like, I don't know many people that could name every single one of the states of America, and probably a lot of Americans couldn't do that as well. that I'm sitting on there. You see those TikTok videos where they're like asking people like questions, and like they can't even answer like the most basic-y stuff. It's funny. So, although I don't think knowing all of the states of America is particularly basic. I think that's quite a feat of remembering stuff, especially with my memory. No way I could do it, even if I lived there. Well, you've got Canada, Mexico, Cuba. Yeah, keep going. I can name all 43 states of the United States. Wow. I think there's a bit more than that. The states have their own ridiculousness, as Game Manish. So I've heard. Anyway, let's not let's not get too deeply into these things before we do start upsetting people. And that is, man, here I thought Wales lived in the ocean, not in the middle of the UK. No, that's got an H in it, those types of whales. Okay, we've got a reasonable number of jungle leaves now. We've got a more than reasonable number of jungle leaves now. I'm amazed how many leaves you get from a couple of jungle trees. So we'll just need to grow a bunch of azalea. Azalea, no, the other one, acacia. And we're all good for leaves for the minute. I need another chest. Put all these leaves in. Look at all of these leaves. It's Leaf City. And we've now got loads of wood I don't want. Great. Yay for wood I don't want. Hurrah. Right. You guys go back in there. It's acacia leaf planting. No, acacia planting time. Azaleas grow like acacia trees, don't they? Says Cavemanish. No. They do bend over, but they're not the same design. Acacia trees are more upright, I guess, is probably the easiest way to describe it. That should be plenty. Oh, I know, but it's fun to be silly. I got an eye roll from the wife on that one, so it's high at the night. Okay. Grow. I'm going to have no saplings left after this. There's the only one downside with collecting all the leaves is you don't get the saplings, which makes it very difficult to keep growing the trees. I'll keep a couple spare. It'll be fine. I need something to climb up with now as well. Azaleas are like windswept oak, says Mr. Kildaddy. Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. That makes sense. I don't know. I never would have thought about it as windswept. I just assumed there's sort of more of that, like, curled wood. You know, that wood that tends to curl. I can't think of what you got twisted. Like, you see those really old trees that have like really twisted branches and stuff like that. That probably is due to like wind conditions and things, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know how trees grow. Sparrow says, could alternate Fortune and Silk Touch hose to get some saplings? I could do, but I'm more interested in leaves right now. I can get saplings anytime. I just want to get a bunch of leaves so that we can make these bushes look nice. And then we can carry on building. So, peeps, what's going on in your lives? What have you seen? What's happening? What questions have you got for me? I need to know. I need to know what you're thinking, what's happening, what's going on. I need information. Axionym says, the weird thing in the US, of places like Los Angeles, the city itself is very small realistically, but the area known as Los Angeles has like 6 cities and then the whole country is nearly 10 times larger. Jeez. You're just greedy with all the space you've got, you Americans and your giant country. You don't need all that room. Share. Give us some. We've only got little island. We need more space. We don't actually. For considering how small England is, I think, did they say like only 4% of the country has actually built up, has got any sort of like inhabitants? The rest of it's just pretty much farmland and natural reserves. So, yeah, we don't need any more space, realistically. But then there's only 14 people live in the UK, so, you know, we don't have to be picky. Everywhere I go is bigger because I live on a small island called Curacao. Oh, no. Okay. Nice. That's from Lizafang. Germany and Oregon are almost the same size as Cavemanish. I've been to Oregon. I stayed there for 2 weeks. I did works in Oregon for a factory. I had to install some machinery. Many ago. It was cold and wet. But the hotel I stayed at had amazing coffee because they had this milk that had vanilla in it. And I love vanilla milk. And I couldn't find it anywhere when I got home. The only vanilla milk I could find was this Alpro. It wasn't soya, but it was like something based, and it didn't agree with me basically, which was sad because it tasted very nice. And they had amazing cooked breakfast in the morning as well. I don't know how they did the scrambled eggs, but it was good. Ah! I've fallen down a hole. The developed part of the UK is the same size as the beaches covered when the tide comes in, says Bob Reen. Is that true? Wow. Jeez. Canada is bigger than Europe and has the population of the UK, says Pickles. Yeah, but it's freezing there. It's not all of it, but a lot of it's just like so cold and uninhabitable. It's like doesn't really count, does it? How are petrol prices doing over the pond, says Jimadiah. Do you mean here in the UK or do you mean in the States? Because here it's, well, I don't know if I can afford it anymore. It seems to have doubled in the last like 6 months. It's crazy. It was already ridiculously expensive. I went to the petrol station like for the first time a few weeks ago in ages because I don't drive much now that I work from home. I couldn't believe it. Like, what? How much? Are you having a laugh, mate? I think your machine's broken. They've added an extra zero on there. Oh no, that's cheap. You should go next door. It's really expensive. I don't think so, mate. I wouldn't call Oregon cold most of the time, even in winter, says I the night. Well, I would. I was there and I had a coat on. It was cold. You're entitled to your opinion. When I was there, it was cold. Cold is something you can have an opinion on. I don't think cold is necessarily measured by how many degrees it is. I think cold is like, if you feel cold, it's cold. And I felt cold, okay? It was cold and wet. And it never ever, the sun never came out the whole time we were there. It was just permanently miserable. Where I am, it feels like it's the price of a ride to the moon 5 times over, says Gabrielle. Oof. Yeah, I think the oil tycoons are thinking, do you know what? Soon, no one's going to be allowed to use oil because, you know, they're going to be forced to go electric everywhere. So we better get as much money as we can so we can all retire with our trillions. Rich oil people. Jeez. Not fair. Not fair. The wet makes the cold so much worse in Oregon, says Drew Backer. Well, Drew Backer, I have it on good authority that it's not cold in Oregon and that we're all mistaken. So I think you're going to have to retract your statement there, I'm afraid. I tried to do math and our prices here work out 96 pence per litre in the Queen's English. 96 pence per litre. That's about, I would say, not much more than half of what we're paying. I think the last time I went, it was £1.48 a litre. Maybe I'm wrong on that. It wasn't far off that, though. So, I mean, double what you've just said is £1.84. Hello. No, £1.83-ish. So it's, yeah, not quite double. But it's still very expensive. The cold makes it cold here in New York, says Amadea. Yeah. Yeah, it gets cold when the cold comes out, doesn't it? I think we've got enough acacia leaves now. I don't need to do any more of those. Let's go put the rest of those back away in there. Let's go put more junk wood that we don't want in the junk box. Put more of that in there. And look at all these fancy new leaves we've got to do leafy things with. This is good news. We can do so much leafing now. People will be saying, leaf it out. It's £2 a kidney for a full gas tank, is actual fantasy. Oof. I will always keep my gas truck. Would never want an electric truck, says Gun77. Well, it would look nice at the side of the road, not going anywhere, won't it? When they ban you buying petrol, then you've got to convert it to gas or hydrogen or something. Oh, Slacks messaged me. Not doing very well by the sounds of it. Bless him. Right, okay. I want to have a look at that live stream again to look at where Dorsal said I had things growing through, crops and stuff coming through. It's in the name, Foxy. Yeah, but it isn't, is it? It doesn't necessarily... Ah, those crops there I saw. Yeah, and by the sides there. So there was a lot more gappy stuff as well. It wasn't all big hedges. In fact, the hedges at this point, there's not that many of them at all. So let's just go back a little bit. Can I get a rewind? I seem to have gone a little bit over the top on the hedges on Truly Bedrock. There's just not that many of them here. It was more this bit where they had the trees behind it. Yeah. And there's a lot more coarse dirt and stuff at that bit.
Necessarily mean. I mean, it might.
Okay. Okay. And grass as well. Hydrogen would be a better solution for our big country, says Chewbacca. Don't know, I watched something the other day about how expensive and difficult it is to actually get hydrogen. And it's more difficult, or it costs more in terms of electric, which, you know, or fuel, I suppose, to generate the hydrogen than the hydrogen generates. So to collect the hydrogen, basically. So it's not really a win-win situation unless they can get producing hydrogen to a more reasonable level, I guess. So I don't know. I didn't like the idea that electric was the best way forward, because it just felt like, well, what's the point? Because you're having to generate electricity elsewhere, and until 100% of electricity is renewable, you're just still, you know, burning fuel in order to create it. But I don't know, it seems to be, I don't know, all of the stuff I see and watch, it seems to be the most reasonably cost effective and simple solution. And there is so much more fuel these days that's just getting produced environmentally, and I don't know, I hate to say it because I really don't want an electric vehicle, but it seems to be going that way, and it seems to be the best way to do it. Infrastructure will not support all the new electric ideas, says Chewbacca. It will, it'll change in time. Thank you for the goat stream. Blue cat eyes there with posture check. I got it. Lithium ion battery already have higher energy density than hydrogen, says Pickles. Lithium ion batteries are going to get better really quickly. Really quickly. There's already amazing technology there to do with batteries. It just needs to become more cost effective and more easier to produce. And that will, as soon as it's mainstream, and it has to, that'll happen so quick.
5150 cheered. 200.
That's better. That looks more like Hedgerows. I like the fact that they were higher. To be honest with you, I like the fact that it was sort of holding you in a little bit, but I think there needs to be more gaps in it. Batteries are clean for disposable. Says Chewbacca, question mark. Jesse. Jesse, why? Jesse, you ready for a bit of a break? Do 10 push-ups, do 10 sit-ups. Thanks, Jesse. Oh, and a sit-up now. Great. And you want to compliment me, Jesse? Oh, thank you, Jesse. Well, you know, Jesse, I do think you are probably one of the most wonderful people I know. And I really, really like the fact that you've given me extra exercise to do today. It just makes you seem even more wonderful. So thanks very much. I shall now do my 11 sit-ups and my 10 push-ups. And no doubt some joker will come along with 10 squats for me to do in a moment as well. Thank you. Jeez. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You mean is? Thanks for the break. Really appreciated the rest. Thanks, Jesse. Right, good, excellent. Moving on. We need these bushes to be tall because we're going to have cows and or whatever they are in there. What should we have in that field? Should we have... It feels like a cow field to me. What do you guys think? I do like these leaf variations. I think it looks great. Who I thought Jesse wanted a quick collab on stream, says Michael Switch. Oh, and Drew Dome wants to me to wear the Simon hat for 5 minutes. Better figure out how to do that then, don't we? There we go. There you go. Okay, right. So, bits of crops and stuff, which means we need water. We don't actually need water. We can just plant them, and they will grow without popping out unless the light level drops too low. Where'd it go? There it is. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Burning off all the potatoes you nicked from Silence Farms as Cavemanish. I didn't eat them, I just used them to fuel my furnace. I don't want to eat smelly potatoes. Speaking of potatoes, I'm going to plant these ones. I'm going to get some carrots as well. Alright, jeez. Tesla is currently working on a lithium and graphite battery. It's not there yet, but they aim to have 1,000 miles range and still about 2 to 3 years off. Major breakthrough, says Scorch. Interesting. Well, keep your eyes peeled because it's all going to change soon when we're all forced to have electric. The only reason I don't want electric, because I quite like the idea of a Tesla car. I like the idea, I like the look of them, I like the sound of them. They don't seem to be particularly reliable. Reliable? They don't seem to be particularly reliable. But apart from that, wow, have I just X-rayed in the world? I have. I have X-rayed in the world. Interesting. So you put a leaf on top of another leaf and then farmland next to it. And you get X-ray. It's only small, but it's X-ray. So yeah, it's more that I have family that lives outside of the range of an electric vehicle, and I don't really want to have to stop for 14 hours to recharge on the way on an already 6.5 hour long journey. So that's what puts me off. And if I do have to go back to work at some point and I start traveling and I have to start going across the country, I don't think I've ever had a job that's within like 2 hour distance. So I'd be permanently at the station refueling. I had owned a Prius, but they need to bring down repair costs because they really want folks to make the switch. Yeah, but they don't really count Priuses. They're sort of like an ode to an electric vehicle as opposed to actually being anything, sufficiently useful for climate change. Or am I wrong about that? That's what I always thought about Priuses. Never had one. That's just what I thought about that. I'm happy to be told I'm wrong on that. I would like Priuses to be good, but I believe that that's just one of those... People drive them to make themselves feel better rather than they're helping the environment rather than they actually do. I have fully electric Kia Niro, 500 kilometers range during summertime. During summertime, see, there's always a caveat. No, during the winter, it just 14 miles per jump. Oh, in the summer, I can go for miles. Great. Good for you, mate. I really wanted a hybrid for that reason, says Jesse. Yeah. So thoughts on hybrids vehicles, says Sparrow. Well, hybrids, again, it's a nice idea, but it's going to be, I think, for the UK, as far as I'm aware, they're planning on phasing out all types of... I think there's going to be only electric vehicles being made from, is it 2030, did they say? So I don't know if that means you can still have hybrids, or if that is like, no, sorry, mate, it's fully electric or nothing. So if it's hybrids as well, then yeah, I think I'd rather have a hybrid, because at least that way I can go and visit my family that live 6.5 hours away if it's not, then I'm going to be seriously considering how I'm going to be doing that. Got my wife a Prius. I got it for gas mileage, so it's easier on the wallet, says Animal Ant. 2030 in the UK, sale of new petrol and diesel car sales are banned. But what about hybrid, Scorch? I feel the same way about Tesla. Just remove some features, at least for now, like self-driving thing. It's great to see Sinpit in the future, but who will actually use it? Mr. Balrog says, replying to Scorch, says there are fast chargers every 100 kilometers or so in Sweden. That's fine. And even if you had fast chargers at every single one of the service stations, you're still going to be waiting for a fast charger to be free. And that's if they're working, because there's already reports that a lot of fast chargers are broken, they don't work, or they're not serviced properly. And if you're at the services, you know, it's going to be first come, first served to who gets the fast charger. And if there's only, let's say, 15 or 20 fast chargers at a services, how are you going to be guaranteed to get a spot on that? Are you going to be waiting around for a couple of hours to get a spot? How are you going to do it? You're just going to have to move on to the next one and hope that you get it? I don't know. We won't know the answers to these things until it becomes mainstream, but it is it's concerning, I guess, from my point of view. California is also banning fossil fuel vehicles in about 10 years. Problem is now the conversions are taking about a per mile per trip tax, since government won't be getting fueling taxes. At the moment as well, these charging points in the UK are free, which is a great incentive to turn to electric, but I don't think anybody's under any false illusions that it's going to remain free. As soon as they phase out other things, as soon as they've made it illegal to sell petrol and diesel cars, they're just going to put a premium on these fuel things, aren't they? Because why wouldn't they? How else are they going to recuperate the taxes that they've lost? And it means as well, if everybody's charging their cars up at home, the price of electricity is just naturally going to increase, because of, even though there's more demand for it, which should technically bring the price down, it's just not how things work when it comes to corporate business and stuff like that, is it? So, I don't know, slightly concerned that people that don't even drive are going to be paying through the roof for their electric because the price of electricity has gone up, because everyone's charging their cars off the grid. So, fast charging is not free and it works out more expensive than petrol, says Royal Sig. So is it, which chargers are free? I thought electric charging stations at services in the UK were free. Is that changed already? Mr. Railrog says a charge usually takes 20 minutes. The station has 2 to 8. Okay, well if there's 2 to 8 and there's 15 people in the queue, how many hours do you have to wait before you can charge yours up? And where's the queue? Who tells you who's going first, or is it just one of those situations where you just have to push in and hope you get there before everybody else? It sounds cynical, but these are serious questions that I think we need to be considering. Every electric charge you have to pay off, you have Tesla is part of your agreement with them, says Scorch. I don't think it's just Tesla in the UK. I thought all electric charging points at services were free. I could have sworn that was the case. Maybe it's changed. Maybe I got old news, mate. This is looking okay. What do you think, peeps? Wittering on about electric and stuff. Oh, do a push-up and displease me, says Pandemonium. Pandemonium, you're an iron and you're an idiot for making me do a push-up. Jeez, there you go. You've been displeased. Now I'll do a push-up. One moment, please. Borrow and Co says it was minus 27C when I woke up. Electric probably wouldn't get me to the end of the driveway. Oof. No. The day that it's just electric, no gas stations ever left, I'm going to try and keep the handful of cars I am right now in the greatest conditions possible for life, says Gabriel. Yeah, it'll be worth a bit of money by then, I would have thought. So anyway, asking for Asking for feedback, peeps, on what we've created here today. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Does it look okay? Does it look good? Or do you think it looks rubbish? No one's commented, so I'm worried that it looks rubbish. Purple Wolf says, hey Foxy in chat, I'm starting a new world with my favourite 1.16 seed. It's a truly strangely generated world. It's looking lovely, says Mitz. I like it, says the Alien Doctor. Looks good, says Lofty. You have an odd stripped block in your doorway. What? I have an odd stripped block in my doorway. Oh, there, yeah. Yeah, I accidentally stripped it. It's fine. It's fine, Foxy. Most important, if you're happy, says Gun77. Yeah, but I want it to look nice. If you haven't... I've read that one. Just check some charges are free. Some you have to pay for charging your car. You will have to check your area when travelling, says Scorch. Yeah. I'm not going to be upgrading my car anytime soon. I certainly can't afford to, and I don't think I want to with the way things are going. So I shall keep my my little Honda, which if I drive it properly will do 70 miles to the gallon. I don't drive it properly, but it can. So I'm all good. And I need to start driving it properly with the prices of petrol at the moment. I like the mixed leaves as well, says Jesse B. Oh, thank you very much. Hungry Sandwich says, it looks really nice. Better than anything I could do. Liking it, says Pixie Enchanted. Purple Wolf looks good, Foxy. Jesse B, I really like it. Gabrielle says, looks fantastic. Honestly does. Asheron says, awesome. First time chatter as well. Thank you very much. Scorch says, we intended on buying a new vehicle in 2029 before the ban comes in. That's a good idea, yeah. They'll be expensive then, though. Some of the our area schools and universities were offering free charging until non-students and faculty were parking there overnight. Now they're shut off at the end of the business day. Oof. It's not a Civic, is it, says okay, Kenny? It is. It is a Civic, yeah. Gun77, yeah, Foxy will keep my two F450s for now too. Looks good, but you could do a flyover. Could you do a flyover, says Animal Ant? Yeah, I can do a flyover, but it's not supposed to be looking good from above. It's supposed to be looking good from player height. I'm not really interested in how it looks from up. I want it to look immersive when you're down. It's a nice start. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. I want all this to be probably the like potatoes or beetroots and things like that, or just hay bales over here. I want this to be an animal area. How did you get in there, chicken? Is it chicken spawned in there or is it fallen? I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of plans I've got, and I do want a lot of those trees. I really like how the trees look behind the fences and near the hedges, so I want a lot of oak trees along here. But that one I would say is a block too short. So I might just end up gathering a whole bunch of oak and a whole bunch of leaves and just making the standard Minecraft oak tree, but at the right height with the right leaves. That'll be so boring and painstaking. When will the work on this season's time machine begin, says Mac and Switch. I didn't have a time machine every season. I'm happy with my 65 miles per gallon Dacia, says Arcade Kenny. Unfortunately, those temperatures do affect the driving range, even when the heater isn't used, and then it is used, it's exponentially reduced. Also, those temperatures can affect the lifespan of the batteries. They were talking about the minus 27 degrees here. Yeah, I can imagine. Beetroots forever, says Lucas. Can use glass to encourage the right tree height. Can use glass to encourage the right tree height. Sparrow, how do you use glass to encourage the right tree height? I know how to get a giant tree every time, but I definitely don't want giant trees. I don't want any of those. I can avoid them. Sounds like a good job for a YouTube stream. Chat and Mitts will keep us entertained, says Deruza. What's wrong with the Civic? That car lasted me and my family over 10 years. Sorry, my internet drops, says Gabrielle. And it will grow, make a ceiling, it will grow to that level and no higher. Oh, I know that. We had that above this tree. You don't have to use glass, you can use any block. But it won't always grow up to it. It will just grow at any height below it, which is, that's why this one's slightly too short. So, yeah. My old Honda Accord lasted to around 500,000 miles before my younger brother drove the car until the brake drum shattered, says I the night. Jeez, here's a question for you from Axionym. Do flowering azalea need open air around them? What do... I have no idea. Use that plus make a big tree trick maybe, says Cuvée. Then it won't grow, I don't believe. Oh, you try it. Tower up with dirt and then bone meal a sapling. What? Let me rephrase. Oh, that's a good idea. And then if it's too short, oh yeah, and then just grow the tree a little bit higher. Oh, there's genius. See, these are the sorts of things we need. Hondas are nice to have because the parts are cheaper. It's easy to fix when it breaks, says Jesse. Yeah, it's substantially cheaper than the car I had previously, but it's don't know, it's permanently got something wrong with it. I've never had a car in the garage as often as I have this Honda, and I was always under the impression that Hondas were supposed to be reliable. Mine's been awful. It really has. Nothing like, no engine trouble or anything like that, just electrically it's just so flawed and broken and damaged. It's, yeah, I wouldn't recommend buying a Honda Civic to anybody, let's put it that way. It's noisy, there's hardly any sound deadening in there, so the slightest road noise and it just deafens you in the car. But then I was spoiled because I had an Audi before I had that, and that was like driving in silk. It was lovely. So, but I couldn't really afford it. So I swapped it for a truck. And then the truck was great, but it was too... I wasn't doing any miles. I was doing almost no road miles at all. So I was like, okay, I'd love to have a truck for putting the kids in and toolboxes and stuff like that. It'd be great. So I bought myself I traded everything in, got a truck, and then all of a sudden I was doing millions and millions of miles, and I just couldn't afford the fuel for the truck because it would cost me. It was costing me £200 a week just in fuel. And I was like, I can't afford this. So I traded it in for the Honda Civic, and obviously that's got the high miles per gallon, and now I don't do any miles again, so kind of wish I had my truck still, to be honest with you. The truck was great, I absolutely loved it. The downside to the truck is it was an absolute nightmare to park it anywhere because it's just so big. I did love it. I loved having a truck. Lol, brothers and mechanics, so I hear about Hondas non-stop, says Jesse B. It's because they make them in Sunderland, says Road in the Old. Jesse B says, who told you were reliable? They break all the time. Oh, great. Oh, good. Not as easy to fix when the horn won't stop going off, says Michael Switch. Yeah, exactly. That's one of it's been in 3 times for that now. The alarm's going off constantly again. Oh, is it? Yes, and it's a known fault. No, it's not. Yes, it is. This is the 3rd time it's come in. Well, this is very unusual. It's not unusual because I have access to the internet and I've seen loads and loads of people with exactly the same problem. No, I don't think so. It's very unusual. It drives me insane. Just admit it. Your cars are massively flawed, mate. No, they're perfect. Nothing ever goes wrong with them. Okay, so the window wipers are supposed to just be on full when it's dry, are they? And then just stop as soon as it starts raining? Yeah, no. That's unusual. Foxy Lane Hugger, says okay, Kenny. My trucks have a dual 36 gal tanks. Oof, it hurts, but that's life. Yeah, it was expensive to fill up that truck. Mitt says, you weren't one of those annoying outside lane slow driving hopper in your Audi, was you? Outside lane slow driving hugger? What do you mean, like going in the fast lane? And I never understand which one's the inside and the outside. Like going in the fast lane and going too slow, do you mean, Mitt? No, I won't have a car unless it's got cruise control. And when I've bought a car before that didn't have cruise control, I went and had it fitted because I'm one of these. I will set it to the speed and I will just go along the motorway at that speed, and I know then I'm not going to get a speeding ticket. I'm not going to have a lapse in concentration and end up going too fast, and I'm not going to get in trouble. So there's no point in sitting in the fast lane if you're going to be doing that. Yeah, all of them do that, says Mitz. It's a perfect ending to a long day, says Hinked. Do you know Silent Whisperer has fallen down? No, who's that? Silent who? Whisper what? Yeah, he's on the server. He's a good friend of mine. Apart from we fall out about things because he, bit annoying at times, but apart from that, he's a good friend of mine. It's not really annoying. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Jesus Christ. Don't take it so seriously. He's not annoying. He's my... All right, jeez, this was a joke. Yes, the cruise control, the #1 thing ever invented for just about anything, says Gabrielle. Oh, it's the best. I can't drive without it now. I'm just so used to it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can drive without it, but I prefer not to. And what I like about my Civic, although it's... it has its moments, is it's got like lane detection, but it's not just one of those annoying things where it moans at you if you go in the wrong lane, or if you're like not in the wrong lane, but if you're like wobbling between lanes, it will steer for you. You have to like keep your hand on the steering wheel. If you take your hand off the steering wheel for more than about 10 seconds, or maybe a little bit more than that, it moans at you and it wobbles the steering wheel and tells you to put your hands back on the wheel. But it will keep it in the lanes. It'll even go around relatively sharp corners on its own as well, which is really nice. So I really like how easy it is to drive. It's just so noisy. It's just so ridiculously loud. I wish it had more sound dampening in it. Let's put it that way. Please, less sound. Please, less sound. Yes, that's what I said. Should be a button you just press and hold down and it's hound turn off, says Diesel Gamer. What? You can disable the lane keep assist. I like it. I don't want to disable it. That's what I was just saying. I like that one. Don't want to turn that off. It's good. You have to turn it on each time. It's not something that's automatically on. I used to do 3 hours daily round commute. The difference is how tired I felt after I got cruise control was amazing. Yeah, exactly. It meant that I could suddenly drive for hours and hours and hours on end and still not get like fatigued. Which is great when you're doing a lot of miles with work and you need to do that. I wouldn't recommend it if you don't need to do that because it's not much fun and it can be tiring. Then if you're the sort of person that falls asleep easily, then it's probably not a good idea. But I'm not one of these that falls asleep behind the wheel. I don't, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could. I don't have to turn it on every time I get in the car. It is put on and stays on every time, says Scorch. Oh, really? Cruise control isn't very useful up here in the Arctic on small icy roads, says Hinks. No, it will completely depend where you live. It doesn't help me much round town either, but it's really helpful when you go on long journeys and on the motorway. Very helpful indeed. I really like it now. This is all coming together now. I'm so glad that we, well, thanks to Dorsal and Jesse, we managed to get the old download of Don't Die, and we've got that back because I was going down completely the wrong route with it. Yet again, having way too many things in my block palette, too much going on, and I'm so happy with how it's coming out now. I want a solution that works all the time, says Polymath. She's all about that bass, says Michael Switch. JB says, I'm efficiently an old lady. Someone was blasting their bass and I was almost went out with a broom to shout at them. You wouldn't want to live here then, Jesse. I live conveniently close to the local supermarket. I could actually throw a stone and probably smash one of its windows if I tried hard enough. Not that I would do that, but I could. As a result for that, the downside is that almost every single night from around about midnight till 2 or 3 in the morning, all of the people that have the loudest cars in the world come out and do races around the car park almost every single night. And at first, because my double glazing isn't very good, but whoever put it in when the people that got double glazing at this house must have used a spoon to do the work, because well, there's basically gaps around my windows. When I moved to this house, I could literally put my fingers through and wiggle them outside. And yeah, as a result, there's no soundproofing or heat loss prevention at all, which is not ideal. And that means I can hear all of these cows perfectly. Every single night. But I'm used to it now. And I just fall asleep anyway. So it's not so bad. 2 times in 2 days I've had a creeper blow up a spawner, says Drew Backer. No, that's bad news. That's really bad luck. So, I'm so sorry. That's awful. There's nothing worse. There's absolutely nothing worse than stuff like that. Jeez. Hey, speaking of things going wrong, would any of you believe me if I told you I died in a video that's coming up soon? No, we don't believe you. Oh. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's the one that we need. So if we grow a tree here. Come on, grow. There we go. Ha-ha! Perfect. And now it's got the right height. It's not going to mess in with our bushes. We just need to add an oak log underneath it. Good idea, whoever's idea that was. Genius. You get a medal from Foxy No-Tail. From that expert level 9 Foxy No-Tail fella. I know him. I've met him before. I'm sure he would be happy to give you a medal. Since you only have 9 levels, I believe it's as a lack of hygiene. Yeah. It may have had a little bit of an accident. It might just have happened to me the other day. And it was so stupid as well. It wasn't even a proper death. There was nothing exciting to it. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, which is even more annoying. But I shouldn't even have died. It was just one of those like, oh, you were flying with a Elytra and touched the floor and exploded jobs. In tomorrow's video, I died a bunch. I'm glad deaths aren't on screen, says Jesse B. Nope, sorry, died you? Sure, says Gabriel. I would, but I also have to win the lotto grand prize, says Pixie Enchanted. Oh, I've read that one. If I grow a stone in any direction from my house, or if I grow a stone, you mean throw a stone, I think, I'd hit right now, only snow. Expert level 99, good looking, wise no-tail, they call him, says Mr. Balrog. This is very true. Oh, it didn't. I didn't even notice that, says Gabriel. If it wasn't on video, did it really happen, says Chewbacca? Well, who knows? Can you put death counter back on, says Arcade Kenny. I can. Do you want the death counter back on? Jeez, I don't know if I just should change it at a whim. I'm quite enjoying the hours thing, to be honest with you. I'm trying so hard to get my hours up. But Big Chicken's done more than I have. I don't know what he's been doing. He said he was working for Sloy or something. But yeah, I'm really down the list. Look how much time DB and JCB have put into this game. And I'm right down here. I've done less than half. Less than half of Slack. And he's third in the list. It's unbelievable how much time people can put into this game. I put in as much as I can and I don't know how they do it. It begs belief. It honestly does. How do you have that much time, Jesse? I got killed by the Ender Dragon and then used a second account to get back and save my stuff, says Scorch. I have that problem too. My neighbours set up a car place behind my house and people work on cars all night, says Lucas. Oof. Oof. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't sleep, says Jesse B. Apparently not. How do you survive? I mean, I know you've got kids, right? And I know that just automatically means you're used to having less sleep. But come on, Jesse. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. You're making me look really bad. I like this dirt trick. It's so clever. Oh. Whoever you were, you're now probably one of the most important people to me today. All my trees are a lovely height now. In fact, I'd almost say they're a little bit too tall, to be honest with you. DB's mostly AFK. I think maybe 5th of mine is AFK, though. Oh, are you AFKing on your main account, Jesse? Oh, see, I haven't done AFK with my account at all. All my AFK's gone on with, well, Chuck. Yeah, Mr. Onion hasn't done any AFK. Big Chicken, to be fair, he's put a lot of hours in at the mob farm. So I have clinical insomnia, so I'm sure that helps. In a good week, I sleep 4 hours a night. Jesse, how do you, what? How? That's not possible. I'm sorry, but it's not. I would be a zombie. I genuinely would turn into a zombie. Not even not even exaggerating, mate. I think you are. No, I'm not. I would be a zombie. Facts. That helps. This tree too tall, bro. What am I going to do about this tree, Jesse? It's too big. Sloy is a real one helping Big Chicken, says Lizafang. I was so sad for him losing his bread. Oh, poor Big Chicken. Lack of Hygiene says, are you sure you're enjoying the time played counter? Sounds like it might be causing you some stress. I'm really trying really hard to get as many hours in as possible to get up that. I love it because it makes me play more. Even though, yeah, it is probably for not the 100% the right reasons. I still like it because it means that it's encouraging me to do more with the game, and it means that I'm producing more and I'm getting more done. So yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think maybe, who knows. I only get 4 to 6 disturbed hours of sleep a night, says Mitz. I'm so spoiled. I get a minimum. Depends if I sleep or not. Sometimes I just don't sleep, but most nights I do. I got to admit, I'm a good sleeper. I didn't used to be. I used to be an awful sleeper, but I generally get a good sort of 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours a night. No, I didn't put the dirt in it. That's way too low. Oh, jeez, no. That's what you get for showing off with all your sleep. I wasn't showing off. I was just saying. You big sleep shower-offerer. Oh, jeez. Stupid thing. Thank you for the freeze frame. Lofty says, I've not heard that word. Well, what sleep, miss? I've not heard that word. Lofty, I bet you sleep hours. You sleep for days at a time. I can't grow. I was trying to grow it on there then. I'll just grow it on this wood here. Don't work like that, mate. Grow, my pretty. Go on, grow. There we go. Really? I thought that was another tiddler then, but I think we got away with it. I think we got away with it. Yeah, just... That's weird. I've not seen oak trees grow like that before. Anyone else seen an oak tree grow like that before? That's so weird. What? What a weird oak tree. I don't, Foxy. I wish I could sleep more, says Lofty. Jesse B says, maybe you should change it to deaths for a few days. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Jeez. I'll just open up Nodecraft and do it all. Don't worry about it. I'll try and remember the thing again off the top of my head. At least it doesn't crash the server when I get it wrong now. So that's good news. Okay. So I think the command is scoreboard, objective, set display, list, deaths underscore s. Yeah, there we go. Hurrah! Wow, 52 for Sloy. Jeez, good going, Sloy. 11 for Jesse. Only 7 for me. I'm doing player offline. I'm doing good. I only got 7.
Anomalous Zero just subscribed.
Anomalous Zero. No, that's not what it said. It did. It says Anomalous. No, it doesn't. It says Anomalous. No, Anomalous Zero. Just subscribe. Thank you very much, Anomalous Zero. With Prime, no less. Thank you very much. Right, a death counter sounds a lot less stressful, says, where did that go? I wanted to see who it was. Oh, a lack of hygiene. Speaking of, somebody just put, by the way, I got your skin pack, Foxy, Purple Wolf. I'm loving it. My skin pack volume 2 will be out on the first Tuesday in February, which is the 1st. Is that right? Is it coming out? Yeah, the 1st of February it'll be out. So skin pack volume 2 with more stuff. Might even have Mr. Onion in it, and I'm just saying, will be available. on the 1st of February. I have also submitted skin packs 3 and 4 to the marketplace, but unfortunately skin pack volume 3 was, I was told it can't go on because it has Big Chicken's burnt skin in it, you know, where he gets all like burnt, and apparently that's too gory for the marketplace, so I got to remove that and put something else on there instead. Anybody with no death, says Chewbacca. I'm not seeing silent in there anywhere, and I'm not seeing slack in there anywhere either. So yeah, there's no slack and there's no silent there. Exciting news for second skin pack, says non-existent. Yes, Mr. Run Your Skin, I'm waiting for, says Lofty. Now Foxy's happy, he's way down the list, lol. Yay! Yay for me being right down there. Tis on 5. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I mean, well, 4 of mine out of my 7 were intentional because I wanted avatars. And so that means I've only died accidentally 3 times. And 2 of those, genuinely, it's not me just being silly. Genuinely, 2 of those was bugs. So, like the one in my video that's coming out tomorrow, I was genuinely just flying. I was flying... I'll do it again now and watch it happen again. I was flying over here. It was when I was building that, and I was trying to find where my beacon hole was from above. And my beacon hole is one of them places. And I did that, and I was flying down really fast, but then I leveled out, and I approached the ground, and it just hit the ground and exploded. And I'm like, but I was going slow, and that's the second time that's happened this season. So I think when you're doing stuff, it must build up, like, your fall damage, and then, like, hold it in, and maybe I did something to trigger it. It was really bizarre. But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. I have Volume 1 for the skin pack, says Lucas. Volume 2 soon, bro. I'm running around my single-player world as Foxy right now, lol, says Purple Wolf. Whenever I die, it's never my fault, says Polymath. Yeah, I've heard that one before. Now, I'm quite happy to admit it when it actually genuinely is me, but sometimes, obviously, it's quite frustrating when it's not. And just like, oh man, I don't deserve that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. Right. Okay. Tree. Make it a good one. Do me proud, Oak. Ready, go. Yes. Oh, this oak tree growing stuff is going well. It's going very well. 90% of my deaths are from skeletons, says Gold Star Flower. Right, peeps. We are pretty much at the time where I would normally end the stream. I'm happy to carry on for a little bit if people want me to, but I am going to need you guys to give me some help. I need some things to talk about. I need some questions. I just need some stuff, guys. Just need some stuff. So help me out. Give me what I'm looking for. What are you looking for? Stuff. Things and stuff. And stuff and things and whatnot. Minecraft minigames, says Rayman. What about Minecraft minigames? What, you want me to do Minecraft minigames, or is that just is it a topic for conversation? You have to be more specific. Jesse B says, is there anything that's been added in the last update that you don't enjoy? In the last update that I don't enjoy? What, as in, like, Caves and Cliffs combined, or just 1.18, the Caves and Cliffs Part 2? Which is technically the last update, which is the question you just asked. Maybe I should listen to the question. What are you... 1.18, says Jesse. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I thought I wasn't going to like the water aquifer things, but to be perfectly honest with you, I haven't come across a great deal of those, so it's not the end of the world. Obviously, there's a bunch of bugs that are slightly irritating, but I think it's a better release for bugs than a lot of the ones we've had over the last, couple of years, so I can't complain too much about that. I tell you where we could go to get some inspiration for this, you know. Oh, geez, I found something on the server the other day that's just absolutely incredible. I'm sure, I'm tempted to say it was Mr. Beardstone that made it, but it could have been Jesse. It could have been anybody. I'm not sure. Jesse, have you seen it? It's near spawn. It's the little things that make life worth living. What little things can you think of which would make Bedrock more enjoyable, says a lack of hygiene. Oh, geez, what would make Bedrock more enjoyable? Offhand use, I guess. That would just... Or just the ability to... Yeah, I think that's the main thing that it's missing, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's Beardy, says Jesse. It's just so brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to go show everybody now. What do you use to make music? I use Logic Pro Audio, and it's on Apple. It used to be on Windows when I started using it a long time ago, but Apple bought it, and it's only available on Apple now, which is why I own an Apple machine. It's the only reason I have the Apple machine is so I got that. Yeah, this down here. So I walked past this the other day after I died, and I appeared back at spawn, and I was like, what the absolute monkeys is going on? So I'm avoiding using giant oak trees. He's made a feature of them, and it looks incredible. And this pond looks incredible. I just love it. It's so good. And look, he's mixing the Acacia, that one with them. Doesn't that just look good? Looking good, Mr. No-Tell, says Woden, the old your area, I mean. How's your more mobs that actually have a use? What? How's about more mobs that actually have a use, says Purple Wolf? I don't think the game really needs more entities, more mobs and things. I think adding more use to some of the existing ones might be better. But yeah, I think depends on what the use case is. I think not always more is a good thing. Sometimes less is a good thing. What are your feelings on sculpt sensors, aka 1.19? Sculpt sensors, I don't fully understand just yet. I've watched all of the videos, but they don't make a great deal of sense because we don't know enough about what's going on with the Deep Dark. But I'm really looking forward to finding out what's going to be happening with all that. So yeah, I am... Oh, I know where I've got cows. I'm going to say we need to go wrangle some cows, but we've already got cows. So yeah, I am definitely 100% looking forward to 1.19. Thoughts on new Minecraft crops, says Sparrow. I think the game would benefit from having more food types, but I think, again, that could be overdone. It's a bit like saying I want furniture in the game. Well, great, but how much furniture do you add in and where do you stop? Should you have absolutely everything? Tables, chairs, bookcases, drawers, kitchen cabinets, you know, all of that stuff? Or should you just have chairs and tables? And if you just have chairs and tables, then people are going to want all of the other stuff as well, and you know, not everybody's going to be happy. So it's a I don't know, it's a tricky thing to say, really. Come on, cows, you can do it. Squeeze past each other. There we go, that's it. In you come. Come on, through the little gate. You got this. No pushing. I'll help you. There you go. Come on in. One. Next. I'm holding wheat, guys. Look. Morons. No, don't go back out. I just got you in. Why have they forgotten I'm holding wheat? Is that because I'm using the lead? What? I haven't had that happen since console. It used to be all the time on console edition that would happen. Come on, guys. In you get. Come on. Come on. Really? Okay, I've got a way to deal with this, peeps. It might not be the way that you would like, but if we just leave the ones we got in here in, I'll just feed some of these guys up, and then if I manage to, you know, find my way on the outside, some of these cows just might have wandered off. Look, where did they go? I didn't see where they went. Like they went up in a puff of smoke. What happened to all those cows, mate? That one disappeared as well. Pretty sure one probably fell down there on his way out. Hooray! I've no longer got cows in my base. This is good news. Always happens on Java. Such a pain, says Mitz. The problem I have with Minecraft is that once you get all specced out, then the lesser gear is worthless. Recently, Minecraft took steps to resolve this with leather boots now being useful again. How do you think they can make tiers of gear useful in the endgame? I don't think they need to. I think that's the point of having endgame. I think what they need to do is make it harder and take longer to get to the endgame, because you can be at the end game within an hour. You know, look at speedrunners, look at how people that are relatively, you know, professional at Minecraft play the game, and you're at the end game way too quickly. I think that's what they need to address. I don't want to wear leather boots when I'm going walking. I don't want to keep changing my armor to do certain things. I just think that's an annoyance that I don't really want to be dealing with. So maybe in answer to Jesse's question that she asked earlier, what don't I like about 1.18? It would be having to wear leather boots to go on powdered snow. I would rather just put an enchantment on my boots that allowed me to go on powdered snow. I hate the fact that I got to wear gold to appease the piglins. It's just annoying. I don't want to wear that. I want to be protected. I get it's a trade-off, and I understand that, but I don't think that's a fun game mechanic. I think making it harder to get to endgame would be better. But not like this, well, just make sure there's less ancient debris and make sure it's harder to get diamonds. Just put more roadblocks in the way, or make it more of a journey, more of a fun journey. Dolphins make up 25% of my canned cod cough, says Jemediah. What? New potions that have plus and negatives, says Pickles. How would change dolphins to make them useful? I'd just take them out of the game. The game doesn't need them. It's like polar bears. The game doesn't need them. Add something else that's useful. I think Minecraft would benefit from having less realistic mobs and more fantasy ones. There's this weird mix on Minecraft between just complete and utter fantasy and then realism, and I think there's no need for realism in the game. We don't need cows and pigs and sheep and rabbits and cats and dogs and anything like that. We could have things that are more Minecraft and more unique and more different that would be more fun, and I would prefer that personally. Jesse B says, I agree. Which bit are you agreeing to? Because I'm sort of waffling about a lot, Jesse. I need to know. I need to know what you're agreeing to. Sharks with lasers, says Auntie Desi. Featherfall should allow for snow walk and an enchantment for piglins like glint or shimmer. Yeah, exactly. That would be good. Or just like have one of those, I can't remember what they call it. What do they call it when you transform one metal to another? There's like in mod packs you get a table where you can do that. Maybe allow us a bit like you can with netherite. Oh, we got a raid, an Izuma raid. Hello and welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Izuma has raided with a party of 332. This is exciting times. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the live stream. Metallurgy, says Jemediah. Yeah, kind of. Jesse B says, I agree there are many mobs we don't need and it would be nice to see more unique things in Minecraft. Yeah, definitely. Alchemy, Pirate Danny. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Alchemy. So, yeah, in response to having gold to go to get piglins, what if on our, this thing, whatever it's called, table, we could put a gold ingot in there and like add a gold sheen to our diamond boots or our netherite boots and give it different sort of buffs in that way, rather than having an enchantment. Just another way of doing it, so you don't have to keep changing your armor. I think that would be good. Welcome in, by the way. What was X up to today? What's he been doing? Is it? I'm assuming it's modded. I'm assuming it's more stone block. I don't think there's any. Oh, maybe it's a different game. I just play other games as well. What's he been up to? What's going on? Leaving work, gotta drive now. Thanks for the stream. Bye all, says Polly Boy. Moncage. Okay, playing a trippy puzzle game. Oh, okay. Was it good? Does it look like something that's worth having a go on? I have to check it out on the VOD. I always end up watching X's VODs rather than live. It's probably because I'm normally live at the same time. Right, okay, we are continuing this path now, so I think we should bring it down along the side of the river here. And, I don't know, we're running out of space between this and that, but we do need to go down this way, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. Ah, I don't want that one. Wrong one. That one, please. It's a really good puzzle game, says Sea Turtle. Gold foil, gilded armor would rock, says Jemediah. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting. That'd be a fun way, and it'd add more use to the smithing table as well. I think actually giving that thing some life, rather than it just being for netherite, would be good. We can add custom recipes with on Bedrock Edition now, so that's good. I'm assuming that'll be the same with Java data packs. And we probably want to get down to a point here where we're going across a bridge. I think the bridge at this point would be good. Bridge over the river and continue along the river, says Sparrow. Yeah, I think so, but I think at that point rather than further up. There's a Java mod that just refills... Wow, thank you for the goat scream. There's a Java mod that just refills your hotbar from your inventory. It's a tiny change, but it's a huge quality of life improvement. Yeah, I love stuff like that. That makes life a lot easier, doesn't it? But is that... Are you going down the too modded route there? Is that too modded? Or is that acceptable? It's hard to tell. It's hard to know.
Hello there.
Gabe, that's an epic idea, says Jemediah. What did Gabe come up with? Hello there. Imagine using Gilded Blackstone, the Gilded Blackstone stuff to add to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so taking that idea and using another thing that's in the game. Yeah, I like that. I'm down with that idea. I don't want to keep having to change my armor. I would love it if we could just keep adding to armor. And even if there was some trade-off, okay, I got 2 sets of netherite armor. One's gilded with gold. Another one's got redstone on it and allows me to do certain things. Another one's got diamondy. Well, not diamondy because it would be from diamond originally anyway. But you know what I mean. Maybe an emerald one gives me cheaper trades with villagers or something like that. Just more things along those lines, I think, could be added into Minecraft without it being too modded. And without the need to keep trying to make, you know, recycle the old armor. I get that the old armor doesn't get much use, like leather and gold and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's not very good armor, is it? why use this when there's a better alternative? Well, let's find ways of making, you know, the worst stuff better. No. Yeah, I'm not keen. So now you've got multiple armor sets then. Isn't that what you were trying to avoid, is a lack of hygiene? Yeah, it is. I guess I'm just thinking of more different ways to achieve the same goal rather than just being stuck with gold armor or leather armor. I know you could end up enchanting all your gold armor and your leather armor with pretty decent enchantments, but it's still gold armor or leather armor. It's not really where you want to be, is it? When you're in endgame, you don't want to be running around with leather armor on. Your name is deceiving, says Pratik, for first time chat from viewer. What was you expecting? I'm back again. Things are looking good, says Swaggertron666. Replace Smite with cold iron weapons, says Jemediah. Okay, technically yes, but game-wise would be great. Accident says, to be fair, arguing nobody uses leather armor, so we need to fix that is akin to saying nobody eats bread as an end-game food, so we need to fix wheat farming. Yeah, I was expecting an orange fox. Face cam was a shock, says Mike on Switch. Hello from X, says Praytake. Oh, hello. Got all shy now. You're not allowed to say hello from X. You get me all like... I don't normally go... I'm not one of these that's like, oh, celebrity, you'll get all excited. But I don't know what it is. So, like, people on YouTube, you're like, oh my goodness me, it's Azuma. They noticed me. Don't judge me. It's fine. I'm allowed. I'm allowed to have a moment, okay? Jeez. Can you please displease P-Man from my redemption, says Seabass. I didn't see your redemption. Oh, displease a piglin. Displease a piglin. Yeah, we can go displease a piglin. We'll go chop a couple of piglins up. No problem. Just give me a minute. Let's let me get some more bushes down the side here. I don't know if I like the side of that one. I think with that one definitely will benefit from more trees. Oh, we've got another raid. Bruno raiding. Hello, Bruno raiders. Jeez. Today's a good day for being raided. Wow. Love for Foxy from Pulsage. Thank you very much. Bruno loves Foxy, says the real Kaz. Hello, it's Bruno, says Jesse B. Welcome, streamers and watchers and all of those people. Amazing. What an absolutely brilliant day to be alive. Absolutely fantastic. What a good, chuffed to bits, mate. Chuffed to bits. Hey, Bruno, how you doing, bud? What's going on? What were you up? You weren't in that hardcore world of yours again, were you? Doing hardcore things. Don't tell me you were. You nutcase. How many days are you on now? You were on, was it 70 yesterday? Where are you up to now? Who's Bruno, says Mike on Switch. He's an old friend. Friend from work. He don't work here no more. He got the sack. He was too good at the game. We had to get rid of him. He didn't die often enough. Made us all look bad. Bruno, how about you don't turn up for season 4, yeah? But Bruno. I mean,
I'm so done with
that
you.
one.
But Bruno.
There we go. Hello, piglins. You smell and you're ugly and you're rubbish at PvP. There you go. I've displeased a couple of piglins. We don't talk about Bruno, says no, absolutely. Bingo, says Real Cows. Okay, nice. Hey, Foxy was doing bingo. Did you win? Did you get all of your items? What was your time? Jesse's done with you, but Bruno.
Still alive.
It's still alive, playing bingo. Nice. Auntie Dizzy says we should be able to combine bread with steak and make burgers. They give you longer energy and eat more than 4. Yeah, combining food would be cool. I'd like to make one of the things I actually want to do this season. I've been trying to think of ways to play Minecraft in a technical way, but in a more fun way, rather than just making farm after farm after farm. And one of the things I've come up with the idea is I want to make like a kitchen that works. I want to be able to have a couple of items, like put one in the oven and put one somewhere else, and then when I open up a drawer or when I open up a cupboard, it's got the food in that's cooked. So I want to make redstone contraptions that are just a bit of fun and actually build them into a world. I know like Mumbo does like silly contraption video ideas, but they don't make it into, well, they don't often make it into his Let's Plays. And I don't think there's enough of that. I think there's so much emphasis on make this farm and make that farm, and everything's got to have a purpose and be efficient. There's just not enough playtime for me. There's no fun there for that. So that's what I want to do this season, is just really push the fun and have as many interesting and novel things as possible going on. That's my plan. Oh, I'd love to have a sandwich in Minecraft, says Jesse B. I'd never be done with Bruno, says Jesse. Wow. Okay, so it's just me then, is it, Jesse?
Seriously?
Yeah, JC. Yeah, exactly. Like Sheeper Machine, says Rotated Alpha. Yeah, like your Sheeper Machine. Exactly, Roth. The last block of running water will fill a cauldron. Just figured that out. What? The last block of running water will fill a cauldron? Very, very confused. Debatable, says Praytech. What was the debatable? Oh, to best time 2. I want to read what that says. I'm watching a Bedrock game for the first time. I saw a parody yesterday. We don't talk about COVID, says the Real Cav. That was basically my stream, wasn't it? Pickle says, I think redstone is too static. I think that a simplified version of the create mod should be added to vanilla. I've wanted pistons that spin things for ages. That's like that. If I could have anything that was in redstone, it would be pistons that rotate. So you could rotate blocks, but then you'd have to have blocks that were rotated like, you wouldn't just want it rotated a full 90 degrees. You'd want them rotated like 45 degrees. And then that's going to add a whole new weird thing to Minecraft. So that would be cool. But I think too much automation will take a lot of stuff away from Minecraft rather than adding into it. So I think you've got to be careful with things like that. But I do agree, more redstone stuff would definitely be fun. But I think with Minecraft, they've got to or Mojang have to carefully consider anything that they're putting into the game. Like the shulk sensor must have gone under hours and hours of scrutiny before they agreed to be like, yeah, okay, that's not going to do any major damage. It's not going to change anything too much. It's not going to take away from what we've already got. So yeah, okay, we'll allow it. So I think that's what they've got to be really careful with stuff like that. So you gotta go, Foxy, says Pratik. See you later. Thank you very much for joining. Seabass says, I'm avoiding using any farms to get geared up and go to the end. It was almost an empty feeling the last time I rushed through. Says, yeah, I understand. Oh, Bruno, thank you very much for my sit-up request. Let me go hide then. Jeez, thanks, Bruno.
Why?
Exactly, Soy. I don't know why. I don't know.
I'm a professional.
Silence.
But Bruno.
Shush. What use other than bulky sink I haven't figured out, says Gemini. What? Should we add mustard, says Polyman. Path's looking good, says a real cast. Thank you very much. I like put water at 7 of... I'm very confused, very confused. Right, okay. Doing the sit-up. Just one. One. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you for my one sit-up. Appreciate it. Oh, my screen's not scrolling. I don't know what people are riding if it's not scrolling. There we go. Plus Create is something that looks and feels like it will fit very well with vanilla, even if the crazy stuff was removed. But just having more movable stuff to bring life to the game would be awesome. Yeah, it would, but then you're not talking about... I don't know, I'm a bit reserved on that one. I think you're going a little bit off, a little bit away from what Minecraft is as its core there. And Minecraft is genuinely, or generally, a pretty of a static game, isn't it? I mean... You get flying machines, which are herky-jerky, horrible things, and in Bedrock Edition, we've got the access to like rotating furnaces raised and things like that. But it's not supposed to be a game that has loads of moving stuff going on. It's not supposed to be animated to a certain degree. Maybe it will be in the future. Maybe that's the direction they're going to go in. I don't know, but I don't know. It just feels to me a little bit far away from where it should be, possibly. Rotating storage witchcraft, says Mike and Switch. Indeed, Gabriel says, oh, I've read that one. Jeez, guys, 313 of you and I have already caught up with chat. Come on, what are you doing with your lives? Talk quicker, will you? I want to... I want to have something to read when I glance over there. Jeez. So selfish. So selfish. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. Don't worry about it. Okay, I think we're doing not too bad with this little thing that we've got going on here. I'm quite enjoying this path. I think it's coming together rather nicely. It needs more bushes on the other side, but I think it's coming together pretty well. I think we need a few more bits around here. Oh, while you're all here as well, while there's so many of you, before you do all dodder off, if this is something you're enjoying, if you like watching these streams and you want to see more of them, then make sure to hit that follow button, because then you'll get notified the next time I go live. Also, if you're interested in other things that I get onto, like, you know, podcasts, that's about it, really. Add-ons, marketplace stuff, then feel free to join my Discord, where we talk about and have access to all of the interesting information to do with all of those sorts of things as well. So yeah, don't be a stranger, get involved. You've got bats, Lucas Mayo, and phantoms. That's ambience. Bats are ambience. Bats are useless. Get rid of bats. I want burns in Minecraft for ambiences, Lucas. I'm reading these in reverse order. Can you tell? Yeah, bats are completely pointless. They're similar to dolphins in my book. There's not really much need for them to be in the game. Would the game be better off without them? Probably. If we're being honest with ourselves. Do you know what? I need more leaves in these bits as well. I haven't got enough leaves in these bits. I think our leaves in the floor just add so much. Oh, and I haven't got any grass. Got any grass, man? Gotta get that 3D-ness. Now, man, you need them to know where there's a cave there, says Dylan. True, good point. How would we know if we're in a cave if we didn't have bats? That is a good point. I'll take it back. I'm wrong. We need bats, okay? Jeez, that's stupid ideas I come up with. Why do people let me have them? First time chat from viewer Nimble Nerd. The amount of server lag that bats will create maybe require them to go bye-bye eventually. Yeah, let's just get rid of bats. Yeah, I'm back on the get rid of bats bandwagon. Good point. Bats are laggy. Get out of the way, chicken. I'm building things here. Good Looking good, Foxy. Nice path, says somebody whose name's just gone off the screen. And Swaggertron, cheering 200 bits.
666_cheered.
Wow, thank you very
200.
much. I don't know if anyone's made this joke, but we want a shrubbery, says Sparrow. It's not Monty Python. It's only a model. Right then. We demand a shrubbery. Nee. No, it's no. Eki vertang zuboin. The Holy Grail. I don't know. It's my favourite Monty Python film. I've watched the other ones. Life of Brian, I just didn't get it as much. It was funny in a lot of places, but I don't know. The Holy Grail just, it sang to me. I love that one. I absolutely love the Holy Grail. Haven't seen it in years, though. I just hated the ending. And I know it was supposed to be... Oh, I don't need to go to sleep. Satire, satirical, or whatever you want to call it. It was just, I didn't like it. I felt like they run out of ideas, or they got bored, or they run out of production time or something, and they just didn't finish it. And that's how it felt. And I know that's probably not the case, but I really wanted them to, I wanted them to go on and carry on. I didn't want it to just like be the silly ending like it was. I love the Life of Brian, but the Holy Grail was my childhood, so I'm a sucker for it, says Jesse B. I'm excited for Fireflies. I want Fireflies in a jar, says Pickles. I hope they do that. That'd be good. Do you do wheeled downloads when you finish a season? Yeah, we do. We do wheeled downloads when we finish a season. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know if they're all on trulybedrock.com? trulybedrock.co.uk? Can't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it's .com. Rogue Dan says... Oh, that was them. Bruno says, going to take a break and have some snacks, Foxy. Have a great stream. See you later, Bruno. Thank you very much for your raid. Thank you for popping by. Why can I see a ton of ocelots hanging around my base if I make a chicken cooker? Lols, as Purple Wolf. Jesby says, I read that one. Holy Grail's the best. Unexistent says, does your mob heads pack have charged creeper heads? No, because you get creepers from creeper explosions. It doesn't have the ones you can get in vanilla. I suppose you don't get charged creepers in vanilla, but I don't think it does. Holy Grail ran out of money. That's why they ended with the cops. Is that true? Oh, okay. I agree about the Holy Grail ending. A llama ending to a Holy Grail would have been funnier. Yeah. Monty Python was forever stuck bright side of life in my brain. If you were a redstone component, what redstone component would you be and why? That's from a lack of hygiene. What redstone component would I be? An observer. Possibly, I don't know. A comparator, because I'm always judging people. Comparing things and judging people. That's me, Judgy No Tail. I think I'm happy with that. I don't know if that feels a bit thin in places, but I'm pretty happy with how that's coming along. I don't want that farmland there. Go away, farmland. There's too much of you. You suck. Yeah, I like that. Needs lanterns and more trees and stuff going on, but I think we're getting there with that. I think it's coming together quite nicely. I would, yeah, I think we're on the right track here. Oh dear, that's not good though. There we go, it's better. Can actually get up it now. I was about to say not an observer. Very observant, said Polymath. Poxy, what does the additional modding stuff that they cancelled mean? What does it mean? It means me and Jesse talk about this in the podcast tomorrow, so I don't want to give too much of my opinion on it now because you can listen to that in a few hours. But basically, the long and the short of it is that the additional modding capabilities was a way to create JavaScript style mods in Bedrock Edition. It allowed you to not just develop add-ons that are within the confines of what Bedrock Edition already exists with. So if you don't know, an add-on is basically all you're doing is taking things that pretty much already exist in Minecraft and tweaking them. And you can be like really clever with that, and you can do scoreboards and all that sort of stuff. But they're very limited realistically in what they can do compared to something like Java Edition with its mods. And what the scripting engine was doing was allowing you to actually write pretty much mods for Bedrock Edition, and that's incredible. And I was really looking forward to getting stuck into it. I tried it ages ago when it first came out in 2018. I didn't understand it. I got stuck with it, but there was no documentation back then, so I was waiting for it to come out of experimental, or at least get a little bit more well known in the industry, so that I could look at examples of what people had done, see how it worked, check out the documentation, and basically learn it that way, which is how I like to learn things. So it's sad that it's been canned, because I honestly thought that was the way that Bedrock Edition was finally going to make its way into actual, like, modded stuff. Now, I don't know the reason they've canned it, but I am on the understanding that, and I haven't discussed this in the podcast because I'm not 100% sure how much truth there is in this, but I'm under the understanding that certain app stores that Minecraft Bedrock is available on don't like the marketplace having anything that has code in it or like scripts. So I wonder if the reason they binned it was because it meant that if people used it in their maps, then the marketplace wouldn't be allowed to host those maps on things like Apple or Android stores or things like that, because it's technically could give people access to the devices, I guess. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but that's something that I've heard from places. But yeah, so it's sad, basically. Bit sad. Little bit sad. I don't know whether to have a tree on this side. I think we should have a tree on this side. But I quite like the fact that the river's just there. But I also think we should have a tree on this side. What do you think? Should we have a tree on this side? I was about to, no. Have a top tip for the path making. I've heard make sure they are not the same. Like no three the same. Don't touch this Great Days. I don't have any. I just go in randomly putting blocks down. If I think it looks wrong, I move it or I change it. I don't really have a tip. I would say, well, with this one, we've gone very heavy on the grass path stuff, and then we've added other stuff in to mix. I haven't tried to keep them at certain distances from each other or anything like that. I want it to look as wild and natural as possible, really. So, yeah, I just go with your gut, I would say. Bobbing chickens in the stream, says Arcade Kenny. Yeah, there's often stuff stuck in these streams. I think here is where we're going to have a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying my best to avoid having giant trees. Oh, that's going to be too low now. Tree in the streams is non-existent. Next to the stream, not in the stream. Next to it. Is that? Oh, I thought that was quite a tall one. Then I think it is quite tall. Oh no, I don't want that. Have I not got any logs left? Jeez. I'm really impressed with the progress we've made in today's live stream. I know it's just a little tiny area, but it feels like we've achieved so much. Bear in mind at the beginning of this, if you're new to the live stream or if you're you weren't here at the beginning, none of this path of trees, cows, or any of that existed. It was just pure grass at this point. And I know, like I say, it doesn't look like much for 2 hours work, but I feel like I've achieved a lot. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. That tree feels too tall though. I think it needs another one next to it that's smaller. Needs a little tree. Need a friend. Need a tree friend. Oh, friend. Oh. Can't grow trees on gravel, so I have to replace that. That's fine. Grow! Grow! Go on, you can do this. You got this. Don't use all my bone meal. Oh, you sneak. You absolute piece of words I'm not allowed to say. Jesse B says, I'm super impressed with how much you've gotten done. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate the fact that you're super impressed with how much I've got done. Why didn't that tree grow? I think it's because it wants to grow a giant one because it's next to these leaves. So let's move those for a second. Or not? There's a reason. Is that block too low down? Is that what I've done? My pig interaction is killing them for bugging me replanting carrots. Pigs are trash, says Gemini. I'm very confused. Swaggertron says, it's all coming together great. I get a lot of inspiration from you and Jessie B this season. Well, thank you. Jessie B's doing some awesome work underground and overground, actually, if you look over there. But yeah, the stuff she's done in the mines is crazy. Why isn't it growing? Is it that item? Is it because there's an item? Really? What? It's an oak tree. Oak trees grow everywhere. They got... Right, okay, fine. You can just be a sapling, mate. Leaves on the tree. Yeah, but leaves don't stop trees growing. Oak trees will grow into leaves. I don't understand what was stopping that one. I really don't understand it. But I'm glad it's getting nighttime now, because I can actually see that this area is actually pretty well lit, to be fair, considering... yeah, there's not... I suppose there's quite a lot of lanterns about. I have gone a little bit crazy with lanterns. But yeah, it's nice to see... Oops. How well lit it is. I shouldn't jump over hedges and land in the bushes, should I? I mean in the crops. That's what I said. No, it isn't. Hello, friend, says Jumpy Spider Lady. Hello, Jumpy Spider Lady. It's been a long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? What's going on? I don't think that tree likes you, says Elric Troll King. No, burn all the bone meals, says Look at the Sun. Can't wait to see the area when it's fully developed. It will look so cool. I hope so. I hope we manage to keep this going at this level and we do a lot with it, because I'm really looking forward to this base this season. I didn't have, when we first started, I didn't even know what I was going to be doing. I sort of had a vague idea of something that maybe I'd like to attempt at some point, but I had no actual plan. And I'm really happy. Do you know what? No, I ain't got enough wood. I'm really happy that this is going the way it is. I can't take you now, Nelly. I'm in the middle of a live stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back later. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Axonym just subscribed.
Axonym just subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription, Axonym. That's very much appreciated. Subscriptions always welcome here. Ideally prime ones, so it doesn't cost you too many monies. But if it has to be, then it has to be. Really? Is it because it's nighttime? Jumpy Spider Lady says, things are going really well. My sister had her 3rd chemo yesterday and she's at our house today just chilling and being cozy. It's a snowy day. Great for chilling and being cozy. I think it's the placed leaves, says lack of hygiene. Maybe it could be, I guess. But it should grow through them. Can't wait to see the area. Oh, I read that one. Foxy, thank you so much for the fun afternoon. I'm off on my own adventures. Take care and chat. Thank you, Axonym. Come on. There we go. It was too dark. That's what the problem was. It was bedtime. Does that mean this one will grow now? If you grow now... Plus no giant tree, bruh. Oh, forget you. Forget you. You pest. Jeez. Right. Oh, it's down there, look. Thank you for the scream. I didn't think leaves counted, says Will Stickland. I didn't either. If you mixed an azalea bush non-flowering by the stream, it might be a nice mix, as Pixie shouted. Yeah, we could chuck some azalea bushes in here. When we started this today, it was, to be honest with you, it was all supposed to be temporary. I wasn't planning on any of this being like what we were actually doing, but I'm really glad it is now. 3, 4, 5, 8. So yeah. I'm really happy with what we've done. I'm happy to call it real. Really. I'll just have a small one there, please. I just ruined me bushes now. Yeah. Useless. Useless tree. Look what you've done. You've ruined me hedgerow. Jeez. You can't have anything, can you? You just can't these days. Something comes along and ruins it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stupid small tree. Jeez. Okay, can I have a slightly... I just want a medium-sized tree. I don't want a giant one. I don't... Oh, now I broke my potatoes. Medium... That's not so bad. That's okay. We can put up with that. Stupid trees. Okay, you can put my potato back, please. Go. Go get me dirt. No, I missed. Okay, we'll go round. I meant to do that. I'm going the long way around. Why not? Here we go. Nice. So I want this bit, obviously, to look more, a lot more, well, like it's got a tree-lined hedgerow down there. That's my plan, at least. And I think this is coming together okay. I think that's doing what I wanted it to do. Might have to put some more fence there, seems though we can't have bushes because of stupid small tree. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That'll do. Looking nice. Can you clap to the beetroot, says Jemadiah. I can, but can you? Jumpy Spider Lady says, Buggy says hi. She's the mini Jumpy. Oh. Sat in a hotel bar and laughed out loud at your tree. Everyone looked at me, says we'll sing that. Beetroot, mushrooms and the bears. Can't you clap to the beetroot? I've read that one. Did you not see my earlier message? Jumpy, says Zugov. I didn't, sorry, says Jumpy. Parrot Danny says, I'm trying to breed a screaming goat, and every time someone redeems a sunlight, I get so super excited I've done it. Evening, Foxy and chat, says Phantom Instinct. I'm not leaving. I'm just going to put I'm going to look RTX on, see what it looks like. And I think, to be honest with you guys, it is probably, considering I'm getting pestered by the dog now, it is probably time to go, sadly. Exactly. I know. It makes me scream as well, would last by. Oof, there was no floor for a moment. But it's back, don't worry. It'd be nice if it was night time. But let's have a little stroll down our new area with RTX on and see if it's nearly night time. Okay. Please. Oh, don't want to shout. Jeez. Don't sleep. Thank you. Cheats aren't enabled. Oh, did I try and write it as a command? Okay. Oh, it's Jessie. She's probably listening anyway, but just in case. Just in case. There we go. Now we can have a little wander. Why do path blocks look rubbish in RTX? That's just my pack. They don't have to look like that, but they do look rubbish, don't they? They look way too bobbly. They look a little bit, I don't know, like patchwork quilt. Oh, it's beautiful, Foxy No-Tail. You've done a really good... I don't like the leaves on that tree. I don't like the leaves on that tree at all. It really feels like you're in the countryside. I could imagine I was there. Could you? No. Oh. Thanks for the hype, Gabrielle. So I didn't mean to have a go about your packs, says Will Stickland. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. I'll not sleep, says Jessie B. It's, I didn't make the grass path blocks. That's from the original, whoever authored this pack originally. I just changed the pack in a lot of ways to make it suit me. I didn't make this one. Not all of it, just some of it. It's beautiful. That's a nice view. If it wasn't for my big gaping hole in the mountain over there, it'd be quite nice. I'm going to take a screenshot on that. Why not? Maybe from the other side of the river as well could look quite nice. No, it doesn't. It's better on that side. Nice path into a hole in the mountain, says Paulie. Jessie is notorious for being a B-dubs, I hear. Yeah. Like off Foxy's whole age, Jebediah. It looks so epic. It's like real life, but in a game. The realism, it just stands out so much. Makes me want to touch it. Wow. Look at this tree. It's not a tree, it's a bush. Yeah, look at it. Well, I do have that reputation, says Jessie B. Any new pack ideas in the works is non-existent? No, not at the minute. None right now. Not even one. Not been doing anything. Come on, nighttime. I want to see what this looks like at nighttime. Come on. You got this, bro. Watch Tiz or someone will log in a second and sleep. No logging in and sleeping. If the shulker boxes weren't there making this look all horrible, that would be quite a nice view. How's me cows doing? Anyone despawned yet? You all right? Good. Here, my computer's now screaming. Help! Help! The RTX is too powerful! Just ban Tizzy, says Gabrielle. Ban Tizzy from sleeping. I think we should just ban him from having a bed. He's permanently asleep, that boy. Come on, son! Come on, son! You got this. Any minute now. Ban the sun, says Jumpy Spider Lily. Wait, Mr. Pickle lives in the computer? Told you he lived in a box. I mean, he lives in his own house. He's got a balcony and everything. It's lovely, his house. Lives in the computer. Poor Pickle. I let him out of his box. No, he's what makes me computer work. He's not allowed out. I'm making charcoal oil. Need furnace fuel, says Purple Wolf. Jeez. Come on, son. Come on, you're nearly there. I want to see this beautiful landscape at sunset. Let's go for a quick fly. Or not. Apparently can't fly. RTX too powerful, bro. Can't fly. Who do you think powers the computers, Gabrielle? Exactly. The pickle. It is. That's... Wheat looks awful in RTX. Just put that out there. Oof. A lot of bloom. There's a lot of bloom. Yeah, we need to do a lot of work on the outside areas. Most of this is going to be like little buildings and crop farms and little bits where there's pigs and stuff. So I don't need to worry about that too much. It's mainly the paths I want to look nice, as daft as that sounds, because, like I say, I want the immersion if you're actually here to when you've got feet on the ground. I want it to look good. I want it to... I don't want people to fly over it and have to appreciate it. I know, Nelly, in a minute. I'll take you in a minute. I'm sorry. I'm nearly finished. Who let the pickle out? Who? By the time it gets dark, your video card will be overheating. I know. I just opened my computer case. It's cooled down a little bit now. Would some soul lanterns among the trees add a bit of moodiness to the lighting? Yeah, but they're the wrong colour. I like the warmth of the normal lanterns. Are all your songs out on YouTube Music? Yes, I believe so. Which RTX pack is that, says Polly? It started off as... Hello there to you as well, Dark Sinner. Started off as... vanilla oh, that went dark quick. Vanilla RTX 2.0, and then I added a bunch of stuff to it because it didn't get updated, and then I tweaked a load of stuff in it, and then I added some of the... I can't remember the name of it now, but there's another quite popular one that's quite popular that I added a few bits in from. Like, I added the glowing water, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I just think it adds that really, like, computer gamey vibe to it. I love the glowing water, but I know it does stand out a little bit, but that's fine. It's okay, because not everybody has to have it. And I changed the blackstone and the deep slate and stuff to be a bit better. Hello there, non-existing. All right, gotta head out. See you later. Have a good day, says Swaggertron. Well, it's not. I mean, I like it. It's a nice little walk on an evening. It's got a nice feel to it walking along here. I've got to admit, it's not... Oh, that's quite pretty, actually. That's really pretty. It's not quite as what I expected it to look like at night in RTX. I thought it would be a little bit brighter. I forgot how dark things were in RTX when it was nighttime. I think this is coming along great. I'm really happy with this. I'm over the moon. That should be the snapshot, says Chewbacca. I took a screenshot.
Hello there.
Hello there to you, chilling with the gnomies. How you doing? What does the fox say? Says Burrito. It says ning 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 ning. None has played a few moments later for 20 bits. Thank you very much for playing that. Right, we can sleep now, Jesse. We're allowed. And on that note, actually, I better sneak in before I get creeped. Yeah, better say all the like the goodbyes and stuff because it's that time, I'm afraid, peeps. My dog is asking me to do the goings outsides and having the wheeze and things.
Will
So I better let her.
Stickland cheered 100.
What are you face palming for, Mitch? Don't you like my what does the fox say impression? Jeez, meanie. Ah, I just joined, says Nietzsche 1992. Sorry, I can't go on forever. We'll be going on just under 3 hours now, so I gotta go. So I'm gonna press that one and then that one. I'm gonna roll the credits. If your name comes up on the screen, then an extra massively big thank you to you for helping and supporting me and the channel and all of those good things. If it doesn't, oh man, don't worry about it. But thank you for being here anyway and checking it out and watching. Again, if you haven't hit that follow button already, now is the best time to do it. And if you haven't joined the Discord, what are you doing? It's where everything is. Also, if you want packs and stuff for Bedrock, or you want to just find out more about me and what I do, then foxynotail.com is the place to be. Right. Oh, look at all of those new tasty followers. Many. Oh my goodness me. There's more followers there than I've never seen. Wow, that is a lot of new followers. Jeez, thank you very much for all of the new followers today. I very much appreciate that. Right. Okay. It is time to hit that raid button. Ooh. I don't have anyone in my raid list today. There's no one there. I guess we're not raiding anyone today. Sorry. No raids. Just going. Goodbye.